go to a teacher, it's only going to get worse.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire. Move the riverside. Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
It's Friday. You've got nothing to do but listen and watch the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. Welcome to the show. It's Friday. We're heading into the weekend. A lot going on, of course.
Friday.
That's right. It's Super Bowl weekend as well. And Jeff, for me, it's bittersweet before we thank our sponsors here. It's bittersweet because I'm so fired up about the Super Bowl. I'm fired up to see the Han Solo trailer. But it's the last football game of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see the Super Bowl, but I also know it marks the end of football season. We'll have the pro days, we'll have the combine, we'll have the draft and all that stuff, but it's not football season.
It is over, my friend. Football, as we know it, will be over until next year. But
sadness.
2 years from now, we'll have football year-round.
Thanks to Vince McMahon, right?
Thanks to the old XFL, baby. Yeah, baby, he hate me.
He hate me. That was my favorite player. He actually made it to the NFL. He was a good one.
Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel, if they decide to change their rules a little bit. RG3.
Yeah, RG3's out there.
John Elway.
Vinny Testaverde.
Drew Bledsoe. They're all going to be quarterbacks
They're
in
gonna come back.
XFL.
So it is Friday. There's a lot going on. We're going into Super Bowl weekend. We're going to talk about that. And also, a lot of other basketball news going down, not only here in the Inland Empire, but across the country as well. How about Blake Griffin made his debut for Detroit last night? The Pistons had a great game. Typical Blake Griffin. And he helped Detroit get a win. So I don't know if Clipper fans are looking at it kind of with sour grapes and saying, it's Detroit.
You mean the Detroit Clippers?
Yeah.
Because it's the same exact team, for gosh sakes.
Well, it could be, right?
Yeah, when Reggie Jackson comes back.
It'll be the same team. Andre Drummond playing the role of DeAndre Jordan.
And then Reggie Jackson playing the role of a poor man's Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul. Do you like him?
Not really.
He's kind of a jerk. I used to kind of like him, and then I saw him kind of besmirch Steve Kerr. Did you see that?
No.
He looked at him like Steve Kerr waved to him during the game, and he gave him a look like, hey, how you doing? And then as soon as he turned his back, he gave an angry face like, I don't give a rat's butt about him.
Are you serious?
Yes, I just hated him.
I'm not a Chris Paul fan.
No, me either. Jerk.
Well, now he's with the Houston Rockets, so all you Clipper fans out there, we'll see how much will change before the trade deadline, but Blake Griffin did go off last night for Detroit. We'll talk about that. Another Inland Sports headline here. Cal Baptist, big win against Concordia last night, 66-56, huge double-digit victory on their home floor at the new Event Center. And Jeff, we weren't there, but we were following the game very closely on Twitter. There was a little scuffle.
Yeah, there was, guys. Benches cleared. There was a little melee that, guys were yelling, opposing coaches were yelling at each other. But I think it was because it was a horrible, horrible game, it sounded like. It was 66-56.
It sounds like lots of turnovers. Neither team shot that well.
37% shooting. Oh, yeah, it just was horrible. Horrible.
But CBU got the win, and in the end, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if it's pretty.
Yeah, and they out-rebounded Concordia by, I think it was 25 rebounds.
Wasn't even close.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
You can't beat Rick Croy.
Can't beat Rick Croy in his house.
You can't beat Rick Croy.
Rick Croy has hair again. Do you remember he shaves his head sometimes?
He keeps it pretty high and tight.
Now he has hair.
What?
He's parted and everything.
Being a bald guy, are you offended?
No, I just thought he was. I thought he was gonna go bald, and then all of a sudden I see him and he's got hair.
You guys have a crew?
A bald crew.
Bald crew.
He left my group.
You left your crew.
Yeah, there aren't too many of us, and the rest of the guys that are bald, I don't really want to hang out with.
Tim Cook, your boy, Life Pacific.
Yeah, I don't want to hang. He's too pasty. He's an Oregon guy. He never has a tan. He just looks creepy. He's a creepy. Yeah,
Tim Cook.
Yeah,
no, Rick Croy, man. He's all put together. He's got great hair, and he wins on his home floor. That's all you need to know.
Yep, that's true.
High school basketball, Jeff. North all over Riverside Poly last night. The crew from 3rd in Chicago, no doubt about this one. 79-50 was the final score. You texted me last night, and I'm like, maybe his fat fingers punched the wrong number. I don't think it was 79-50. That's kind of a
fat fingers. I got this isn't fat. Look at these things. Look at those things.
What? Your three thumbs?
How dare you? I got long fingers. I got a finger right here for you if you want to see it.
But North won by 29.
I know. Do you want to see my long finger? I'll show it to you. There we go. No. Yeah, they won by 29. I told you they were pretty darn good.
When I saw them the first time around, I'm like, man, North did not shoot very well.
Well, apparently they did.
Apparently they can shoot. They like to play up-tempo. They like to score a lot of points, and that's exactly what they did against Riverside Poly, 79-50. The Huskies ran out to that big lead against Poly, 20-4 in the first quarter, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game. North ran away with it. So what does it mean? It means now North and Rancho Verde are tied for first place, and it's the Rancho Verde at North next Thursday night. Final night of the regular season. The Inland Valley League title will be decided. Probably the most competitive basketball league we have in the Inland Empire, the Inland Valley.
Yeah, and I believe North plays Valley View before they play.
Can't stub your toe.
Yeah, you can't. You got to play. They had a guy hit 7 threes last night. Westlake from North.
Mason Westlake,
had 7 threes.
Poured it in, man.
See, there was 2 reports that he had 32 and 37. So I don't know. So let's go halfway. He had 30. He had 35 and a half.
Oh, he had 35 and a half.
34 and a half.
That's the that would be the average. Maybe we'll take the median.
Yeah, and then Tony Walker's son, Walker, had 16. Tony Walker's son, Walker.
North's good.
Yeah, North is good. I told you they were good. I was surprised when they lost to Poly. I was a little shocked. I love Yancey, but I was shocked. Athletically, they run the ball, they run the floor, and heck, they put up 80 on Poly, and Poly's a very good defensive team.
Well, next Thursday night, it's going to be North and Rancho Verde with the league title on the line, presumably, whether it's an outright title, a co-championship, something's going down next Thursday night at 3rd in Chicago. Go ahead and mark off your calendar, Jeff. Maybe we should pop over there for the people and check that one out because that's a big one.
Yeah, you'll be coming back from Hawaii.
I will.
You'll be jet lagged wearing your lei and your puka shells.
Can I ask you something?
You can ask me.
Let's be serious. Let's get real serious real quick. We still got a couple minutes here as we go through our inland sports headlines on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
You can ask me anything.
So we were riding in the car back from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and you said, Pep, you're going to wear your Hawaiian shirt, right, to broadcast the game, UC Riverside against Hawaii.
Yes.
And I thought for a second, I'm like, wait, hold on. As the Hawaii Five-O's music playing perfectly. I said, Jeff, are you serious? Like, does the broadcasters, do we wear Hawaiian shirts?
Do?
And you said, yeah, you got to wear puka shells and the whole deal. My first thought was, well, Jeff just wants me to walk into the gym looking like Joe Tourist with a big, loud, ugly Hawaiian shirt and puka shells and flip-flops and be like, what's up, guys? Where's the game?
I'm telling you,
everyone
man.
would be laughing at me saying, what's the deal with Pep? Are you serious, though? I have to wear a Hawaiian shirt?
Yes, I'm very
You're dead serious. You're not messing with me.
If you look at any video, and maybe in between commercials, we'll look up video of University of Hawaii basketball. Everybody always wears Hawaiian shirts there. You have to.
I'm going to have to choose to believe you. I'm going to pack one because I thought you just wanted me to walk into the gym.
Well, I wanted that.
Coach Bell's going to look at me and say, Pep, what are you doing, man? You're sticking out like a sore thumb, like a tourist with that big, loud, ugly Hawaiian shirt.
I'm going to get you some Crocs. That would even be better. Some Crocs.
You ever Tevas?
Yes.
Tevas? Puka shells. I don't know. I might bust out my Hirachi sandals. I mean, who knows?
That's what Tim Hatch loves when you bring out the Hirachis.
I know. I do have some, those Reef Brazil. That brand, Reef Brazil flip flops. I've got a couple Hawaiian shirts. I do have puka shells.
I'm telling you, in between during the commercials, I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna prove it to you. Hey, did you know what? Norte Vista has won their 5th River Valley League soccer consecutive soccer championship. Boys soccer.
Your boy Bellevue, right?
Yeah, Bellevue. I would have had him call in, but he's a really boring guy.
They're really good, though. Norte Vista, year after year,
5
man,
in a row.
Soccer.
5.
Justin Norman, he's got 5 in a row, man. That's how you do it.
Yeah, he had 5 in a row. Now he's playing for 5th place.
Speaking of Justin Norman, they got great defense at Novi for boys soccer. We will have Justin Norman. We will have Mark Guard. As we'll talk basketball in the next segment, right?
Yeah, they're a little salty. They play each other tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah, they could be throwing some salvos. Those guys, they don't like each other.
Across the bow.
They don't like each other at all.
They're going to be all at the same time?
Yeah, we're going to get them on at the same time.
Oh, my gosh.
There could be a fight.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, those guys, they're salty. Don't like each other at all.
Congrats to Novi boys soccer for winning the River Valley League Championship. And also Arlington. Remember we had our Athlete of the Week, the Marines Riverside Athlete of the Week?
Olalo
Rodriguez, and he was our winner as they beat Riverside Poly
Yes.
And then they picked up another win this week, this week, and we're going to punch up a picture of them right now because here's the crew, as they already have the league championship banner produced. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they won the league title, and there it was. That's a confident group. Kevin Watson and the guys. Congratulations, Arlington High School.
Kevin Watson, isn't that the guy you said looks very young?
That was young intern Cullen. He's like, man, he's a young guy, and I'm like, yeah.
He's like a fifth grader.
Young, good-looking guy, straight out of the Gap catalog. I mean, he looks the part.
So he's a little guy, a little young-looking guy.
He is, but he's a great soccer coach.
Apparently.
And congratulations to the Arlington Lions. We had our athlete of the week, and they go on to win the league title. That's some good inland sports mojo right there.
Yes.
Rubbing off on the Arlington Lions. And one more thing, our last inland sports headline. So quarterback Tanner McKee, remember we've been talking about him. He set the record straight on this very show.
The Stormin' Mormon?
Yes, the quarterback at Centennial High School. He will make his decision on signing day. They're going to have a signing ceremony at Centennial High School the morning of, and we will find out. Intern Cullen has already been prepared to go to Centennial High School on Rimpaw and bring back the very latest on Tanner McKee. So Wednesday, I'll be on the Big Island in Hawaii, but we will have...
No, not the Big Island.
Not the Big Island? I thought it was in Honolulu.
No, that's not the Big Island. The Big Island is Hawaii. You're going to Oahu.
I am?
Yeah, that's not the big one. The Big Island's cool. That's where they have, like, Kilauea. Mount Kilauea is on the Big Island. You're just going to Oahu, North Shore.
I don't know if we're even going to do anything. I think we're just going to go and play a game and come right back.
I hope, and I love you, Pep, but I hope that you just go over there and have to go to a game and fly right back. I hope you don't even get to see the ocean.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, but if you go, you better jump in. You better jump in the water. If you're close, at least jump in the water.
I'll bring some shorts just for you.
And have somebody take a picture of you in the ocean. But there are big sharks.
That's all good.
And they like little guys like you. You're like a morsel.
The last time I went surfing, which was a long time ago, there were sea otters like bobbing in the water all around us. I didn't know if they were going to try to bite us. I remember lifting my legs on the board because I'm like, I don't know, did these guys bite? Like, do they attack humans?
They're like ocean cats. They're fluffy. They're like ocean cats. I'm telling. Don't you just want to go up and hug those things? Did you know
they are pretty cute?
Did you know that their hair? Their hair is so thick that it doesn't even penetrate and get their skin wet,
so they don't get cold. That's why they can do that.
It is so thick, lush. You can't even penetrate it. Water will not penetrate.
Sea otters are very cute.
I know they're the clown princes of the sea.
They're the cats of the ocean.
Yeah,
is that what you said?
They're the cats of the ocean. The clown princes of the sea. I love those little otters.
So Wednesday, yes, I will be in Hawaii, but it's also National Signing Day, which it's huge news. High school football is big news now because you go to any huge media outlet, and that's their lead story going to be on Wednesdays. You know, how did USC do? How did UCLA do on National Signing Day? Alabama, you just go down the list. Clemson, Ohio State, how did they do on National Signing Day? So we'll bring you the very latest coming up next Wednesday. But Tanner McKee, Centennial High School quarterback, will make his decision on signing day, which he already talked to us a couple weeks ago when he was at the Army All-American Bowl in San Antonio and said, yeah, he's like, I'm going to make a decision. Everyone thought that he might wait until after his Mormon mission. No, he's going to do it. It's going to happen.
We broke that story.
We did break that story. And Cullen's going to be there on the spot Wednesday morning at Centennial High School for the Inland Sports Show to bring you the very latest. Where will Tanner McKee end up?
I think he goes to Stanford.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see. We know Jeff's on the record saying Stanford. We're going to come back on Wednesday. If Jeff's correct, we'll throw him a little party.
Okay.
A little Stanford party.
Sounds good.
And then also, I'm going to shoot off a message to Jeremiah Martin at Cajon. Be like, Jeremiah, come on, dude. Just tell us. We'll break the news right now. Right? He's the other big name out there that has not decided. Jeremiah Martin's the other big name out there in the Inland Empire. Still trying to make a decision.
Aquinas is going to live stream their signing day as well.
Yeah, Brandon Rankins. Their two big ones have already signed in the early period in December. But Brandon Rankins, there's a couple other guys that'll likely sign too. So Saint Brand. Oh, excuse me, man.
What are you doing?
Blasphemy. Saint Brandon Rankins.
Blasphemy, definitely.
Jeez, I'm gonna go ask for forgiveness after that one. Saint Brandon Rankins.
You have to go to confession. 10 Hail Marys.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're going to hoop it up. Mark Guard, Justin Norman, next.
They don't like each other.
They don't. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
When life gets you down. We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario. Off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
do what you all think I'm gonna do, which is just flip out.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I already know it's going to be a great show. We're learning so many things, like sea otters are the cats of the ocean.
They are. The Clown Prince.
But right now, two friends of the program, and they're going head-to-head tonight. So tonight, they are enemies as we go straight to the spoiled quick quality oil change celebrity hotline. Not only Mark Gard, the head coach at Supa Dupa Harupa Valley, but also the head coach at La Sierra, the great Justin Norman, who, Jeff, you've besmirched him many, many times here on the show. I don't like it at all.
I don't like either
Not
one.
part of it.
I don't like either one of these guys, and they don't like each other either. It's just a triangle of hatred. Salt. Just a triangle of saltiness. What's happening, guys? You guys are battling tonight?
I'm sorry. Are we talking to Jeff Gorham?
Yes.
Gorham, yeah. That's him.
Jeff, I keep hearing about this party, some kind of party, and nobody RSVPs. Maybe if you invited guys that, I don't know, maybe were best man at your wedding.
Yeah, Jeff.
What do you mean? Carla Smedberg didn't invite you?
I got nothing. I even talked to your mom today.
Come on. Hey, don't tell anybody that we're that good of friends. I've been brushing it off that we're enemies. He was Mark Gard's my best man at my wedding, and the other guy was in my wedding too. Both of these ding-dongs.
Hey, I've been checking the mailbox every single day, and I still have got nothing.
Hey, Carla Smedberg's listening right now, and she is taking some major heat. She's going, uh-oh, I forgot to invite those guys.
Why is it Smedberg? Is everything okay, Jeff? Everything okay at home?
No, we just don't want to tell. We don't want to give out her real name because then people will know who she is.
Well, Coach Norman and Coach Gard, consider it a blessing that you guys dodged a bullet. You were not invited to a party on Super Bowl Sunday, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, it'll be about 110, just like the last one.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are going head-to-head tonight in the River Valley League. It's not as bad as the football season where we had a 5-way tie for first place, but this basketball season in the River Valley League has been close, and it's been weird. And outside of Hillcrest maybe running away with the first place spot, it's been a battle, a log jam after them. Talk about tonight's game, each of you guys, and then also the implications as we go into the final week of the season. I mean, there's playoff spots that are going to be decided in these next couple of games.
Yeah, we're all kind of stuck in the same spot. Obviously, I'm a little bit behind both these Patriots, but we're trying to battle it out and trying to make it as close as we can. Maybe have a 4-way tie for second, as long as we can see if our ADs can flip some coins. Yeah, there's real good possibility that you could have 3 teams spot tied for second. And basically, our overall records are not very good. So if we're not in the top 3, we're not going.
So it could be a similar situation, but one team will win the championship. I guess that probably will be Hillcrest. It'll dethrone Justin Norman's 5-time championship.
Yeah, did you get his text?
I don't hear anything.
I sent you the new shirt already that's hot off the presses, so let me know if you can show that to your listeners, or your viewers, I should say.
I couldn't hear a thing.
We got Justin Norman and Mark Gard here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Big-time basketball tonight as they are going head-to-head. So you guys get along well enough that you can see each other before the game. Is that cool? I mean, you guys are okay to see each other before a huge game tonight?
Yeah, we're friends. We get along. It's a sport. We don't take it overly personal, not like when we played against Jeff.
Hey, why am I everybody's punching bag?
Hey, sorry, I remember mercying you at least once.
Hey, you know what? I hold the record over you by 1, but you did beat me.
I thought we were still tied.
No, maybe we are tied, but you did beat me for that league championship. I would have had one of those T-shirts with Justin Norman.
Hey, what was the score in that game against you and Mark?
I don't remember scores. I just remember losing. I remember going home and crying in my pillow.
I think it was 40. I picked you guys up and went to Vegas for your bachelor party. Yeah, afterwards.
Oh no, that was the first time we played. Oh yeah, let me give you a little background on these two ding dongs. Okay, listen to this. we're going to go to Vegas for my bachelor party, right? So I end up playing Mark Guard that night. And we're driving all together. Norman's playing across town. We're playing Mark. He beats me, mercies me the weekend we go to my bachelor party.
What kind of friend is that?
He beat me by like 50. I mean, it was not even close. And he was pressing the whole time. And I was like, what are you doing, dude? We're going to Vegas in about 20 minutes. And he goes, and this was probably his whole thought process. If he mercied me, the clock ran, we got out of there pretty early.
So he's doing you a favor.
He didn't do anything a favor. He was a mean.
I played no starters in the second half.
You didn't. You weren't that good. Knock it off.
Oh, you were that bad.
No, yeah. Yeah, that might have been true. Hey, so who's going to win tonight between you two? Come on, let's hear it.
It's a toss-up. I mean, I already took his lunch out of the refrigerator here in the La Sierra Screaming Eagles coach's den.
Now, what do you guys call that thing over there, Norman? You guys said it's like the ice box, or what do you call it?
It was called the Ice House, formerly known as the Ice House, because we always kept, well, mainly you when you played under 40. But this California, we like to keep it under 60 now, and it's still pretty cold in here.
Keep it nice and chilly, man.
Yeah, we're going to try and score 68, just because everybody wants to keep it at 68.
So what happens are you one game back, Norman, or 2 games back?
I believe I'm 1 game back from Mark, and if we win, we would hold the tiebreaker, I believe, since we beat him the first time.
Oh. Who do you either one of you play Patriot again?
I still play Patriot, Mark still plays Hillcrest, and Ramona, I believe.
Wow. So it could be
a lot to
jam.
be decided here.
Yeah. There's some big implications tonight, and then next week could go down to the last game. We finish up with Novi. I think Patriot might have Hillcrest, and Mark's got Ramona, the Battle of the Titans.
Well, yeah. Who plays Novi the last game? Is that you, Norman?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's really nice. Way to beat up on our boy Brian Bell.
Hey, Brian told me to ask you if you could come out of retirement for one more game.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get beat for that. I know that's. Hey, like Admiral Akbar says,
it's a trap.
It's a trap. I'm not doing it.
0-11 would look so good on you, Jeff.
Yeah, you're such a jerk. Yeah, I'm 0-10 versus Justin. 0-10. That's a winning percent. Never beat him.
Never.
Yeah, but I beat Mark.
Taught me all your tricks when I coached with you that year or so.
Whatever, Justin. Don't even talk to me. You're not my friend anymore.
I'm trying to pick you up here, buddy.
Huh?
I said I'm trying to pick you up here, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm retired for coaching for a reason. I've taken up a new job.
Yeah, you are Mr. Radio, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I am. I'm big time. I'm way bigger than both of you guys now.
Talking stomach size, or are we talking...
Why does everybody go to the gut when they talk about me?
You talk about food.
Nah, it's always about food with you guys. I'm eating nothing but salads and water from now on, maybe some coffee.
See, that's the problem. You need to diversify your menu there.
No, I don't do that. Then I explode. Then I get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, Coach Norman, did you actually learn anything from Jeff when you were at La Sierra together?
Yeah, I learned a lot, mainly what not to do and how not to interact with parents, but and how to not piss off the administration. But no, Jeff did a good job. Really focused on the guys he had. Really, like I said, did a good job of playing with the guys that he knew could score and really showcasing the people he had, and then making everybody else buy into the team role and do what they needed to do to make the team as good as they could be. Because he didn't have a whole lot of talent that year, but he actually did get a lot of team, and they played really hard. And that was something that I took away from it.
All right, Mark, say something good about me now.
He was an excellent freshman coach. He's an excellent assistant coach. He's the one that talked us into wearing sweats. So we've worn coaching staff sweats for the last 15 years. But he gives terrible pregame speeches for CIF finals.
Yeah, Mark was in the CIF championship against Patriot, and he asked me to come speak to the guys. And I spoke to them, and they got beat.
What did you say?
I don't know.
We didn't just get beat. We got down 22-4.
It's all Jeff's fault.
We came out so flat. It was crazy.
Coach Guard, do you remember anything about that speech, like what Jeff said, or do you remember anything about that?
It was the most boring speech I ever heard. Two of them fell asleep.
Oh, well, that's because I was drunk. Let's blame it. I was drunk. I'm just going to say that. Well, you guys are laughing. Laughing at me, not with me.
Well, Jeff is still a huge fan of the River Valley League, and there's some huge games, not only tonight, Jurupa Valley and La Sierra, but also next week as we come down the home stretch of league play. Best of luck tonight to Coach Norman and Coach Gard. I know you'll both be texting Jeff later tonight because, he's always saying, ooh, it's about 8:30. Those games should be over. I want to know who won tonight.
Hey, I appreciate it. And you guys are doing a great job with this show. Outstanding job.
Even Jeff?
Yeah, even Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff's now a storyteller. Before, he used to just be kind of a BSer.
Yes, I'm an official storyteller among the masses.
Yes.
Well, some things never change. I think some of his stories, I have to look him in the eyes and be like, Jeff, is that serious? Are you being serious? Is that really true?
And then I say no, and then
you're like, no, it's not. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate the time, and best of luck to both of you tonight. Have a lot of fun, and we'll see how this River Valley League shapes up in the end.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Mark Gard, Super Dupa, Jurupa Valley, go Eagles. Justin Norman, the head basketball coach at La Sierra High School here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM. So it was Patriot against Jurupa Valley for a CIF championship?
Yes.
So they weren't in the same league at the time.
Yes,
they were in the same league.
They were in the same league.
What league was that?
I think
because the River Valley League was created not too long ago.
Sunkiss League.
Sunkiss.
Yeah, Monty Owens, the principal of Patriot, was the head basketball coach. Jurupa Valley, I think, beat them 3 times. The 4th time was in the CIF championship, or it might have been 2 times, and then they played them for the rubber match or the championship and lost.
What did you say? You don't remember what you said to those guys?
I was flat.
Go out there, have fun.
Go out there,
work hard,
for the
believe
Gipper.
in your brother next to you.
Yeah, because I had coached those guys. I was the freshman coach when those guys were freshmen. And they all played together. It was a great team. They just went out and threw a goose egg because I went out and talked to them.
They came out flat. What was it? 20-4, 22-4?
22-4.
22-4 run to start the game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, my dad was coaching, and my dad was like, "What was that?" I'm like, "I don't know." I was nervous, man.
Yeah, were you ever invited back?
No, never.
No, after that?
Nope. I just feel bad that Smedberg didn't invite him to the party.
No, they got no invitations.
Dude,
none.
That's weak.
Man, they really lucked out.
Yeah, I hope Smedberg's listening.
Coach Norman and Coach Gard really lucked out. Yeah, it's a trap.
Oh.
I'd be like, I didn't get the invitation, I'm sorry. But they really didn't get any, so.
No.
They were salty that they didn't get one.
Oh, I know Mark Gard's upset because they all love Carla. They both do. There's a couple great stories I'm going to share with you one day off the air. I can't really say it on the air, but they're really funny. Really funny stuff.
Well, maybe there's still a chance they can be at the ultimate party on Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday, Johnny's big day. Fast Johnny.
We'll see. Maybe Carla Smedberg will call in and explain herself.
There's still time.
There is still
Let's take a break, but we still got a lot of show in front of us. When we come back here, we're going to talk a little UC Riverside basketball. Back to the NBA, and also huge win last night for Cal Baptist against Concordia. We'll break that one down as well. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. My name is
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
dropout and a graduate could be you. Take the pledge to volunteer now at UnitedWay.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Bastian, why don't you do what you dream, Bastian? But I can't! I have to keep my feet on the ground! Call my name!
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
You know what that music means, Jeff?
Are we at a Big West basketball
Time for
game?
Big West basketball. Do you listen to the Stones?
I love Mick Jagger. No, the mighty Boston.
Is there another Stones?
Wow, I guess not.
The mighty Boss Stones, man, the Stones. Everybody listens to the Stones in the Big West Conference.
God, they're the biggest thing there is. We need to get those guys on.
We're going to try.
Could you imagine they could play their bongos in here?
They could go right into our studio.
Yeah.
As Greg eloquently put it, they are the Beatles of college basketball.
Yeah, the Beatles of college.
There's nothing bigger than the mighty Boss Stones.
Oh, yeah, you're walking through the dorms and you hear knock on wood.
Yes, it's the anthem for the entire Big West Conference. Everywhere we go, they're blasting the mighty Boss Stones.
Your face though is priceless when they start
excited.
Playing. He seriously, Greg, he'll be working
even with a bad headache, and I'm focused and dialed in to calling the game.
He's got his lists out, all of his
highlighters out,
all the stuff he's worked on for hours,
notes,
and then all of a sudden he hears the mighty, here's the Stones, and boom, he looks at me, he's like giddy like a little schoolgirl. Very excited for the Boss Stones. Hey, I was looking at my YouTube in between.
The old YouTube?
I was looking at these 10 amazing people. I don't know if
Were you on the list? Was I on the list?
No, but they had 10 amazing people. They had this little girl, and she was surrounded by cobras, and she was getting bit relentlessly.
What?
And it didn't even bother her. She wasn't even like, she must have been like, the bite didn't even affect her. The poison didn't affect her. It was the weirdest thing ever. She was getting bit, smiling, getting bit by cobras. I want to be that girl. I do.
So you get bitten.
Bitten, nothing happens.
You're like a superhero.
Yeah, it is a superhero.
Well, we love the Stones. And when you hear the Stones here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, you know we're going to dive deep into Big West Conference basketball and UC Riverside again. Nothing better than the Beatles of the Big West.
Nothing.
The Stones. Hey, Jeff, last night, did you see UC Santa Barbara, big win against Hawaii in overtime? Hawaii's the team that UC Riverside is going to see next week, but UCSB big win for the Gauchos.
Santa Barbara, isn't this is their best start in school history?
Yeah, they're off to a great start. What did you say when we did the UC Riverside basketball game at UC Santa Barbara? What did you say about those Gauchos?
I did. I said this. I said they're going to win the Big West.
You were impressed. You said they were that good.
They are that. We saw 20 minutes of basketball that I have not seen in the Big West. Those guys were hitting everything. Heidegger was somebody I was like, holy cow, this guy averaged 7 points a game last year. And he goes out and he was averaging over 22 a game at that point. I said, holy smokes, they're going to be good. Those graduate transfers they brought in, one from Nevada, one from Rice.
Yes, Rice.
I mean, those guys, they really, really elevated that program. A brand new coach. Man, it's a big turnaround. Huge turnaround.
Yeah, 17-5 overall in the season for UC Santa Barbara after that overtime victory against Hawaii last night. So if you look at the Big West Conference right now, UC Santa Barbara is tied with UC Davis for first place at 6-2, followed by Long Beach State at 6-3, and then there's Fullerton and Irvine at 5-3. But yeah, UC Santa Barbara, big win against Hawaii in overtime. Now UCR goes on the road to Hawaii next Wednesday. That's a place, though, that UCR's had a lot of success in recent years. Despite what the record might look like, they just seem to play well in Hawaii. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they've won 2 in a row, in fact. This could be a 3rd in a row. But, man, they've really, really got to start doing something here in the Big West because right now they're down 2 games to 2 teams. Cal Poly and Northridge both have 2 victories. They have to catch them, and they've got to do it soon because they're running out of real estate.
Yeah, UCR now 0-8 in the Big West Conference, but right in front of them is Cal Poly and Northridge, both at 2-6. They could have picked off Cal Poly the other night. That would have been a huge win for the Highlanders, as we were dubbing it a playoff game, and you can see why, because it's really a logjam in the Big West Conference. They've been dubbing it the Wild West because it is like the Wild West. There's so many teams lumped together. We still have no idea who's going to win the Big West Conference. And really, the regular season title, Jeff, doesn't really matter in the Big West, does it?
It doesn't. And I'll be honest with you.
Who won it last? It was Irvine won it last year.
Irvine won the regular season pretty easily.
The regular season title, yeah.
And then Davis goes and beats them.
When it matters.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because you called the UCR games last year. I didn't, but Irvine beat Davis big right at the end of the season.
Twice. Beat them twice.
But then in the tournament, when it mattered the most, so UC Irvine was the regular season champion, but in the tournament, when it mattered the most, that team who won the tournament would go on to the big dance, the NCAA tournament. It was Davis.
Yeah, and that was the Shima Maneki show in that tournament. He really dominated the entire tournament, and all you need is 3 games and you're in. And they did it.
But you got to get in.
Yeah, right now Riverside's looking out. Looking inside, trying, hey, knocking on the door, please let us in. Last year, Hawaii was not supposed to go. Hawaii was actually on probation from the previous coach. The NCAA ruled the day before the Big West tournament that they were allowed to enter. UC Santa Barbara, which was in the tournament, had to step out.
At the last moment? At the 12th hour?
The 12th hour, they got a reprieve, and Hawaii got to play in it.
That's tough. Because if you're
really
UC
tough.
Santa Barbara, you're probably going through practice, preparation, breaking down film, right? Getting ready for that first game. And then the day before to say, hey, you're not. But if you're Hawaii, if you're out on the island.
They flew out and played.
They got here in time and played the game because the Big West tournament's in Anaheim.
Yeah, and got beat.
At the pond. and then they got beat. And they flew right back and said, okay, thanks. Thanks for the invite. We're going back home. We appreciate that.
But yeah, just wacky stuff that have happened in the Big West the last couple of years. And this year's just so strange because you look at what Riverside has done. Riverside played Fullerton to the last second.
Yeah. They should have won that game.
Could have, would have beat them.
Should have beat Pauley.
Yeah, should have beat Pauley. Should have beat Northridge.
Yeah.
These are games that they could have won. They just haven't learned to gel yet under the new coach. And it's not the coach's fault. It's just they were thrown into this situation right before conference and makes it tough. It really does.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down with Justin Bell. And again, you know, he's a good friend of ours now. But he's also the head coach at UC Riverside. So some of our, you know, conversations behind closed doors, you know, we keep private because we don't want to burn that bridge. He's a good friend of ours and we want to see him succeed. But one of the things that we shared, and I think he wouldn't mind us, you know, passing this along, is that the fact that they were in every single game. The only one they weren't in was Irvine. We kind of all agreed that. UC Irvine jumped on him, built that huge lead at halftime, and then Alex Larson got hurt, and the wheels just kind of fell off at UC Irvine. But outside of that game with the Anteaters, they were in every single game. I know we're looking at an 0-8 record right now in the Big West Conference for the Highlanders, but they could, I mean, again, I'm glass half full kind of guy. They could be 7-1 right now. I know it sounds crazy, but they could be 7-1.
They really could. And we were talking with Coach Bell, and I mean, there's not much he can do change-wise with his program because he got the job halfway through the year. You can't just go.
You're on the fly. You're thrown into the fire. This is it.
Yeah, you can't walk in one day, you know, one day of practice and go, hey, we're going to change our offense. We're going to run the flex today. And then nobody knows what that is. You have to basically run the same system, maybe input different guys into different spots that you think might be a little better. And that's really about all you can do. And you lose Alex Larson, you lose Dikembe Martin. Those are
arguably your top 2 players.
Yes, and you have to change your entire system. I think he's adjusted very, very well considering everything that's happened.
And he's been pushing the right buttons. DJ Sylvester has been starting a lot more. He's been their leading scorer in conference play. The other night, he gave Edie Diallo the start at Cal Poly. He had a career night.
Oh, yeah, he played like Tarzan.
How about Co Flippin? Co Flippin got in there, had himself a flippin' good game.
Yeah! Bingo! Co Flippin threw one down.
He had a dunk.
He had a great steal, and that was a great momentum changer. But let's just think about this. Javon Brown didn't play for a month. He comes back. He gets hurt. He's a true point guard. So then you take, look.
You're piecing this together.
You know, Chance Murray's like, hey, I get to play a little 2-guard because you have a true point guard there. And then he goes down again, so Chance Murray goes back to the 1.
Chance has been handling the basketball. Yeah. DK's out. Javon just came back. I mean,
you're looking at, like we said, you and I talked, Chance Murray does a lot of stuff. He has to do everything. He's got to rebound. He's got to be the primary ball handler. He's got to look to score.
Without even seeing his name in the box score, I could probably tell you, okay, Chance had about 11 points. I'd say 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could just guess. And a couple steals. Like, you just know, you know what you're going to get with Chance Murray. He might not lead the team in scoring every night, but you kind of know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And Coach Bell's had to piece this together. Chance Murray's kind of been the only mainstay in that starting lineup. We saw Brandon Rosser go in and out of the starting lineup. Diallo's been in there. Minnow Dykstra had a start or 2 in there. Now DJ Sylvester's kind of cemented his place, I think, in that starting 5.
Alec Hickman, who we hadn't seen all
Hickman's
season.
been starting. I mean, shoot, they've had all these different lineups, and again, it seems like at least in recently, Coach Bell's been pushing the right buttons. And I go back to Edie Diallo. When we saw him in the starting lineup, we're like, hey, Edie Diallo's starting. Went out there, career night, man, 17 points to lead UC Riverside. So he's trying to find something that works. Fortunately, there is still time. There's still 8 games left in Big West Conference play, so there's still time to make it happen. But again, time's not on their side. They need a couple wins to catch up with Cal Poly and Northridge for that final spot.
Yeah, and the tough thing is, you know, Dikembe Martin will be coming back at some point during the season.
Maybe Hawaii. We might see him Wednesday.
But he hasn't played in at least 5 games.
In a real game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know practice is some practice. Practice is a whole different animal. You get in that game shape, if you haven't played in 5 games, you're going to be a little behind. You have Alex Larson, who's got a tenderfoot right now, so you're not sure if he's able to run and play the 20 to 30 to 40 minutes he's going to have to in order for them to win.
Yeah, he's a question mark at this point as well.
So it's a tough situation, and I think that, you know, you can say all you like, well, they're 0-8. I think Justin Bell has done a great job coaching, and we are there because we're at every single game, and I'm telling you as a coach, he's done a phenomenal job with this team.
He has, and we know a lot of his biggest fans also listen to the Inland Sports Show, so the next time you see him, be like, hey, Pep and Jeff, they were saying wonderful things about you.
We got you,
but
Coach.
We do like him. We do like him, and we do want to see them win their first Big West Conference game. We do want to see them go to the pond. We want to go with them. We want to go to the conference tournament, Jeff. They got to win some games.
Yeah, I'm not going to the conference tournament if they're not in it. I'm not going because I'm really not going to give a rat's butt who's in it.
I'm going to boycott the conference tournament. I'm not going.
Yeah, and they have good food too. And that
they got a nice hospital. That's what Jeff was talking about, the hospitality room, because they got good food in the hospitality room.
It was a buffet.
All you can eat.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I saw Richie Schuler in there last year and Trent Rush. They were like getting treated like kings.
They roll out the red carpet.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time broadcasters.
And
Jeff.
I was at the children's table eating my baked ziti and salad.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I remember exactly what it was. Fancy schmancy.
Jeff's a fancy
They also
guy.
had a refrigerator that was full of sodas and water. You could pick as many as you wanted.
Did you just chug them right?
I did.
Left and right.
They also had a coffee bar.
They did?
Yeah, bingo!
Were you like Forrest Gump when he was drinking all those Dr. Peppers?
Yes, I was. Hey, there was free. They had Mellow Yellow. I remember I was like, Mellow Yellow? Let's have one of these.
And you loved it.
I loved it. I'm telling you, it was cool.
So we need Coach Bell and the Highlanders to win.
I want to go back to the fridge.
Yes, get Jeff back to the hospitality room. If there's a battle cry for the Highlanders for the rest of the season, the 8 conference games in front of us, let the battle cry be, get Gorham to the hospitality room.
Please. You know, honestly, I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray for every night before I go to bed. We're going to get my family together. We're going to get on our knees.
Can I pray for us right now?
You could.
Dear Lord, please let UC Riverside win not 1, not 2. We need 3 games. I pray that we get a win at Hawaii, wearing all those Hawaiian shirts, and I pray that the hospitality room will be better than ever and Jeff can have a feast. Amen.
Amen.
All right. We're feeling good now.
Feeling good. Hey, when you go to Hawaii, because I'm staying behind. Try to get some poi. Do you know what poi is?
I don't.
How do you not know these things?
I've never been to Hawaii.
I thought you were cultured.
I've never been.
But poi is the national food of Hawaii. And
is it a meat?
No,
what is it?
It's not a meat. It's a grain, and you got to eat it with 3 fingers.
Oh, I don't know. I'll try it.
Yeah, poi.
When we come back, we'll talk NBA basketball. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
You talk to the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE.
As a
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
How you guys doing today? Ray Bass here from Boost Training. I'm here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost Training tip is all about speed. We're talking about the weighted sled push. Come check it out. So when it comes to the weighted sled sprint, it's all about strength endurance. More specifically, building strength within the hips, the knees, and the calves. All right? So whatever sport you play, if you got to be strong and fast, sled sprints are for you. So I'm going to have Sawyer go ahead and get his hand placement right. We're going to get his hand about mid-height on that bar. He's going to back his feet out. He's going to bend his elbows and really get in the prowler here. Okay, so what I'm looking for here, when I say go, he's going to drive his knees very powerfully, and he wants to apply as much force against the ground as he can. That's what it's all about, how much force we can apply against the ground. All right, so ready, set, go. So there you have it, the weighted sled sprint. If you're not doing it, you definitely want to add it to your regimen to get strong and fast, and we're doing right here at Boost.
Don't bump the table. I appreciate it. Yo, play something I can dance to and I won't.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Well, it's definitely been a Friday around here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Kins Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. So we learned that sea otters are the cats of the ocean.
They are. They're so cuddly.
The mighty, mighty Bosstones are the Beatles of the Big West Conference. and we prayed for the UC Riverside men's basketball team and Coach Justin Bell. We prayed for them.
I prayed right on them. I did.
I
did.
Because we need them. Again, the battle cry going forward, get Gorham to the hospitality room for the Big West Conference tournament.
Hashtag get Gorham in.
Guess what I just did?
What did you do?
I just tweeted at the mighty, mighty Bosstones.
You did?
Yeah, we're going to get them on the show.
God, that would be the best. Seriously.
Would that be the best?
Put them in like this whole back wall, and we could have them just playing loud. Do you think all the other radio stations in this building at iHeart Media Center would all go, "What? Who is that? Is that the mighty, mighty Boston?
It's the Stones.
Is that the Stones?
Is that the Stones? The Stones are in the house.
They're in the Inland Sports Studios? Are you kidding me? That would be awesome. Be sweet.
Gotta get the Bosstones on. Again, it goes back to everywhere we go in the Big West Conference, all these marching bands at the different schools, one thing they have in common, they all play the mighty, mighty Bosstones.
They do. Hey, how good a band was that at Cal Poly Slow?
It was awesome.
Hey, where were
the whole environment was awesome.
It was cool. Were we at Irvine when they were holding up signs and we didn't know what the heck they were? Remember the band? They had like that little weird thing. We were like, what is that? They were holding up emoji signs. Do you remember
was that the band?
It was the band.
That was someplace.
That was the band.
No, wait, but was that Irvine?
It was Irvine, right? But remember on that big giant wall, there was the band was sitting right behind the basket?
You're right.
And you and I were like,
right.
We didn't even know what they were holding
No, I
up.
didn't know what they weren't emojis, though, were they?
Well, one of them was an emoji.
What was the other
second one, we had no idea what it was.
Do we still not know?
No, not a clue. And I don't think anybody playing in the game knew what it was. And I'm a pretty hip guy. I'm very hip.
Yeah, I can tell.
And I'm telling you, man, I would have known. Yeah, but you can tell by my threads I'm always wearing. I dress like my dad. I wear shorts and polo shirts.
You buy your shoes at Costco, Jeff?
No.
Get your dad's shoes.
I do get my dad's shoes. He hands them down to me. These New Balance I'm wearing. He's like, oh, I don't like these. I'll take them, Dad.
Free.
Yeah, free shoes.
Where was the other place? We saw another place that had emojis. Behind the backboard when UCR was shooting free throws. There was another place. I know at Grand Canyon they had, it wasn't emojis, but they had characters like, they had, what was it? The Count from Sesame Street. The Count was one of them. I think they had some Teletubbies.
Didn't they have guys
it was just like random
Power
characters
Rangers too? They had Power Rangers.
Yeah, there's some Power Rangers. They had huge fidget spinners.
What?
Like huge fidget spinners, and they'd spin them. Like huge ones, like the size of a person, and they'd spin them behind, because obviously the backboards are clear, right? It's clear glass, and you can see through them. And they're spinning their fidget spinners, and they got the Count, and they've got the Power Rangers.
1, 2, 3.
What was it? A la peanut butter sandwiches?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Is that what the Count said?
A la peanut butter sandwiches. Hey. I missed that, though. And I'll tell you what, we're not allowed to have fidget spinners in our house.
You aren't?
We're not. The wife doesn't like them, so she doesn't let the kids play with them. But they do have them. We pull them out when she's not home. We play with the fidget spinners.
When she's not around?
Yes, when she's not around, we play with the fidget spinners. Are you looking up the count right now?
I am. I was kind of missing the count. Is that all right?
1, 2, 3.
Here's hey, Greg, you put that up a little bit because... There he is. So when you go to college campuses, obviously, we were all kids once. They still love the Count at Sesame Street.
To answer that fascinating question, what is the Sesame Street number of the day?
Okay, that's enough. But yeah, the Count, Power Rangers, big fidget spinners. I love it when they try to disrupt guys at the free throw line, right?
That's awesome. I love that kind of stuff.
And at Cal Poly, it was Santa Claus. It was Santa Claus and his elves, and the band was going nuts and doing their thing at Cal Poly, blasting the Bosstones.
Yeah, I heard that UC Davis is similar.
Ooh, I can't wait to go up there.
Yeah,
are you going with me?
Yeah, I'll be with you.
Is that a Saturday game?
I don't know. Whatever it is, we'll be together.
Bring it on.
But I cannot be without Pep Fernandez. You're going to Hawaii without me.
Yeah.
I have to do the UCR coaches show.
By yourself.
Yeah, that's going to be
You're
fun.
going to fly solo.
Hey, I'm glad it's in a bar. I'll say, bartender, bring him over. No, we're going to be doing the UCR Coaches Show from Lake Alice.
Yeah, that's right.
Next Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Always the first Wednesday of the month. Jeff will be there. Probably, I don't know, women's basketball might be in town.
Troy Percival, I would imagine. Would
Yeah,
be
you'll
one
probably
of my
have
guys.
baseball. You probably have Coach Percival, maybe softball. So you'll have a jam-packed show.
I hope.
Sorry to miss it.
And some track. They're starting to get going in track.
Yeah.
So I might get some track action, which would
Be a real
awesome.
juicy show.
Yes, it will.
Hey, breaking news here.
What?
Jeremiah Martin from Cajon High School, big-time football star.
He told us where he's going to go? Is that what we're going to announce right now?
No, he didn't say.
Oh, I was.
But he did say. He did say he didn't say. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He did say he has not made a decision. So he's a football star. He's a basketball star. But he's gonna make his football choice on signing day, which is coming up Wednesday. I was just messaging with him, and he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna wait till Wednesday."
He knows where he's going.
Probably. He's probably got a hunch. I mean, yeah, he's probably got a hunch. I mean, some guys I genuinely believe that they take their decision all the way to the morning of or the last day, and like, I don't know what to do, and they think about it, they pray about it. They just don't know what they're gonna do. I got a feeling Jeremiah Martin knows what he's going to do because some of these guys who are such big-time stars, even like a Tanner McKee, they've been going through this process for years. They've had lots of time to think about it. And let's say you have a guy, maybe like a Brandon Rankins, you kind of burst onto the scene.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, man, everyone's recruiting me all of a sudden. I got to make a decision. Like, it's kind of all new. They've been recruiting Jeremiah Martin for years. They've been recruiting Tanner McKee for years. So these guys, they've had a lot of time to think about this. Right?
Yeah. Where do you think? And let's do a puncher's chance here. Where do you think Jeremiah Martin ends up? I have 3 spots. I think he ends up.
I'm gonna say he's gonna go to USC.
Ooh, that's a good one. That was in my top 3. That was my third pick.
But consider he's getting a lot of attention, not just from the West Coast, Michigan,
Ohio State,
Alabama. I mean, like all name the big time program, and Jeremiah Martin can probably go there. But I don't know. I kind of get the feeling he's going to stay south, and right now USC has the dominant hand on UCLA. What do you say?
I personally think he goes to Alabama.
You think he's going to leave Southern California, go to Alabama?
Win a national championship? Go play in the NFL? Be a part of a
USC's not going to win a national title?
No. I don't think so. Not unless Tanner McKee goes there.
Well, that could be a possibility, but you've already penciled in Tanner McKee, Centennial quarterback at Stanford.
I think he goes to Stanford, and I think my man at Cajon goes to Alabama. That's my thought.
We will find out on Wednesday. Jeremiah Martin, straight from his mouth, said he has not made a decision yet, but signing day is Wednesday. He will make a decision by then, and there will likely be a signing ceremony at school. So, again, Wednesday, very big day. We'll talk about signing day on Wednesday when all these guys actually sign. And most of them will sign early in the morning, too, because the colleges, like if you're Nick Saban at Alabama or Coach Helton at USC, you want them, they still fax in papers. They still use a fax machine. You want those papers faxed in first thing in the morning so you can say, hey, we got this guy, signed, sealed, and delivered. We have the contract. His name is signed on there. It's good to go. It's done.
Do you think Jeremiah Martin starts right away at any of these programs? He's a stud.
I would like to say yes.
Athletically, he's better than anybody I've seen. There's nobody in the area that's a better athlete than him.
He wreaked havoc.
Yes.
They even had him at like tight end this year at Cajon. He's such a great athlete. They just put the ball up. Jaden Daniels just throw it up there for he and Darren Jones.
Could he play 2 ways in college? Is it possible?
It's probably possible, but he'll stay on the defensive side of the football.
But he's got such...
That's where the money bags are. That's where he's going to make it to the NFL.
I know, but he's got such great hands.
Yeah. Right now he's playing basketball, all those high-flying dunks, and he's got Cajon in position to go undefeated in the Citrus Belt League.
He needs to just quit football. That would be sweet. I'm going to quit football. I'm going to go to basketball route. How cool would that be?
What if he went the route of doing both?
Well, remember, we asked him when we had him in on the Saturday show, and he said he thought about it, and there's a couple schools that offered him both.
That could factor in his decision.
Oh, he could play at SC.
Maybe Alabama, Nick Saban said, no way. We can't do both. Maybe USC would be like, we really want you to play football. We want you really bad. If that's what it'll take for you to play football for the Trojans.
Hey, who's the basketball coach at Alabama? Isn't it Avery Johnson?
Is it?
I think it's
Avery Johnson.
I think it's Avery Johnson. Yeah, I think Avery Johnson's the basketball coach at Alabama. He could play there.
I'm going to have to message Jeremiah again. Be like,
Quit
hey, you
football.
do basketball?
Hey, I'm telling you,
Quit
man,
football.
He could play at SC. He could play basketball at SC. He's that good an athlete.
Yeah, he is that good.
Yes, he is.
One other thing real quick. Speaking of basketball and Jeremiah Martin, Blake Griffin, another freak athlete, right? He can throw down some dunks.
Very good athlete.
Made his debut. Maybe a great athlete, maybe not a great basketball player. Is that safe to say? His skill set, everyone questioned his shooting.
He got a bad mid-range shot. He can shoot a little bit from three.
But he can jump out of the gym.
Jumps really well, strong. Handles the ball fairly well, so you can't say he can't. He does handle the ball well. So, but he just can't shoot.
So last night made his Detroit Pistons debut after that trade from the Clippers. How about this? 24 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a double-double, nearly a triple-double as well for Blake Griffin. And the Pistons won. They beat the Grizzlies 104-102. So far, Blake Griffin undefeated in Detroit.
He forgot his jersey. Did you hear this?
No, he did?
Yeah,
I did not hear that.
Yeah, he forgot his jersey, so they had to give him a fake one for the time being.
How do you forget your jersey?
That's why he's probably got traded. He's also going out with Caitlyn Jenner.
He is?
Not Caitlyn. The son, the son of Bruce and Kate. I don't know. Whatever. He's just one of the Jenners he's going out with.
Oh, man. They brought the circus to town in Detroit with that move.
That's why, man. That's why. Think about it. The curse of the Jenners. The curse of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Look at the beard. The beard used to go out with one of the Kardashians, the big dude-looking one.
It always ends bad.
Yeah, always ends bad.
Look at Tristan Thompson of the Cavaliers. Wasn't he going out with one of them?
He's still going out.
Yeah, and he's disappeared. He doesn't even play anymore.
He's going out with the dude. He's going out with the one that's pregnant. What's it? Chloe.
He
the
is?
one with the big broad shoulders. That's the one the beard went out with too.
Oh.
Yes, he's doomed.
Yeah, he is.
Tristan Thompson is.
He doesn't
doomed.
even play anymore.
Yeah, he
used to start and play. Now he's completely disappeared in Cleveland.
Oh, Chris Humphries.
He's gone.
He's ruined too. He's not even around. Lamar Odom.
Oh,
he ended up face down and with drool on his pillow. He couldn't even talk for months.
It is a curse.
Oh, Reggie Bush.
Oh, man.
Holy
Remember, he was supposed to be so good.
Man.
Yeah.
Didn't she date somebody from the
Des Bryant? He's rotten too
No
now.
longer an elite receiver.
No, he runs like a 7.2 40. He's slower than dirt.
So are they the Black Widows
It's true.
of professional sports?
Dude, they're
It's
they're not the
true.
Black Widows. They're the black hole. You go in there, you never come out. Yeah, Chloe. Is it Chloe? That's the one with the big shoulders. Who's the one that doesn't date athletes?
I don't know. I don't know.
Courtney, she has a bunch of kids with that ding dong. The guy that goes out with like 12-year-olds. Scott Disick.
How do you know that?
Hey, man, I know it.
Oh, yeah, you get your sports news on TMZ. I get it.
Yeah, that's true.
right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she's the only one that hasn't dated an athlete, but I'm sure it's coming. She's probably going to go out with someone.
You're right, man.
Lonzo Ball.
So, hypothetically, if your son came home with a Kardashian or a Jenner and he was a professional baseball player, football player, basketball player, what would you tell him?
Dump her. I'd say, did you kiss her? Did you shake her hand? The farther you get into that relationship, the worse you're going to be.
Like a black hole, you're not coming out.
You go to that black hole, you are done. Forget it.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about this. Chris Humphries, Tristan Thompson.
There's all kinds of guys. And there's like rappers. Look at Kanye West. He walks meagerly and meek. He walks behind. What's the famous one? Kim. Oh, yeah, he walks behind her. He has ruined himself.
Bad news.
I would walk behind her.
Well, she's got a big bum. She's got a large bum. But yeah, seriously, he's ruined too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it? Jay-Z? Jay-Z, Rock Nation won't even talk to him anymore. Yeah, that's a black hole.
Jeff, man,
Look at
start the hip-hop game.
Look at what happened to Bruce. Bruce became a woman, for gosh sakes.
That's how bad it's getting with the Kardashians.
He was on my wall, for gosh.
He was on your wall.
Yeah, the gold
America's
medal.
sweetheart when he won gold.
They were friends with O.J. Simpson, too. Get out. If you know the Kardashians or Jenners or any of those guys, just run for the hills.
Bad news.
Holy cow.
So you're telling us this is all going to unravel for Blake Griffin really soon?
I'm worried if one of them becomes like a politician, they're going to kill the world.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine them in politics? Don't say that.
Holy smokes. Did you think? Mind blown. Everybody's ruined.
Keep your sons away from him.
Wow. You never hear of those Jenner boys. They don't do anything wrong. Oh, one of them used to date one of them. No, were they like? No, one was just like a DJ or something in Vegas. They hung out with Scott Disick. He's just as bad. That guy's a ding-dong. That whole family. I hope no one's listening. But yeah, they are the devil's army right there.
Yeah.
You touch them and you die.
They'll bring you down.
Yeah. You don't ever. That's a bad. I never really thought about that. Think of all the lives they've touched and ruined.
Yeah, like Medusa, right? One look and you're dead.
Good golly, turned to stone.
Yeah.
Reggie Bush was the greatest football player in the world. He could catch, he could run, he could block, and then he went out with Kim. Oh, and he just his whole entire Chris Humphries. Do you remember that fiasco?
Yeah.
Holy cow, he was like a super...
Were they married?
Yeah, they were married for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, gee whiz.
Is he in the NBA right now?
I don't know.
We should look him up in the break.
He might be dead for all we know. Chris Humphries might be dead. No one knows. He's missing.
He's missing?
Tristan Thompson's been missing all
year. He's on a milk
year.
carton right now.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson's been missing all year.
He doesn't even play anymore.
Yeah, bingo. He's rotten. Oh, man.
Jeff's diatribe here on there is a curse, though. You could make a case there's a curse.
Man.
Yeah.
Just look at, they really ruined Bruce Jenner. How do you ruin the golden boy?
The golden boy, the stars and stripes.
He was the greatest athlete in the world, and now he's a woman. Bruce Jenner is a woman. What, you know Bruce Jenner's like 70?
He was really, you really had a poster of him?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. He was huge.
He's like 70. He's a 70-year-old woman. He's an old woman. He's a golden girl. He literally, Bruce Jenner is a golden girl, a senior citizen. Thank you for being my friend, Blanche.
Thank you for being my
Sophia.
friend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's bad. I'm so upset right now. I didn't realize the Jets.
I think it really sank in for you right now. Like on the air, it just hit you like, oh my gosh, it's really bad.
Des Bryant is no longer relevant at all.
No, they're talking about trading him.
They need to
He's not even a factor. The Golden Girls.
Blanche Dubois and Caitlyn
Did you watch
Jenner.
this show?
I've seen every episode. I'm not kidding around. I have seen every single episode. Yeah, Sophia, Blanche. Oh, yeah, Betty White.
You know the whole crew?
Oh, yeah, I love that show. It's a great one. I don't really like I do like it. My wife loves it.
She
loves
does?
it. On Sunday mornings, or Saturday mornings, I get to sleep in, and when I wake up, she's watching the Golden Girls always.
Really?
Yes.
It's her go-to.
It's her go-to.
Well, if Bruce Jenner ends up on there, you'll know why. Jeff called it.
I just want you to think about this. Our greatest athlete is now a 70-something-year-old woman wearing skirts.
The greatest athlete.
Our greatest athlete
in American Olympic history.
He is wearing a bro, a manzier. Think about this. This is embarrassing. I'm so sad right now.
You're so sad.
I can't go on with this show.
Well, you know it'll pick you up.
I don't know.
We're going to talk Cal Baptist basketball, and I know that
Roy, do not hire a Kardashian.
Don't bring one on the staff.
No staff.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we will talk CBU basketball. And then after that, we've got an interview with Devin Fleming from USC. He's a Moreno Valley View guy.
He was in our All-Star game.
He was in the Inland Sports All-Star Classic. And now he's tearing it up for the USC Trojans as a world-famous intern Angel caught up with him at USC. So that's coming up as well. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Till fight does up. Don't stop till you get enough. Boom!
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE. 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham with Greg Holla. And before we get into Cal Baptist basketball, because the last thing I want to do is link the Lancers anywhere close to the Kardashian family. So I want to make sure we keep those separated, right, Jeff? But real quick, I mean, you're very concerned. I know you're a little slightly depressed as well about how bad this Kardashian curse really is, and you found some new information to share.
I had done some research with the writers of this show, and the Kardashian curse is real.
It's real?
Chris Humphries is no longer playing basketball in the NBA.
He's out of the league.
And just a couple years ago, he was a stud. I'm just going to go through some of the names, athletes that have been ruined, besmirched by the Kardashian curse, the hex. Okay, let's think about it this way. Ray J, where's that guy?
I don't know. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
He's on some goofy show, and he's always whining about stupid stuff. Lamar Odom dated Khloe Kardashian.
That ended bad.
Badly.
Couldn't get any worse than that.
He ended up in a brothel in Vegas, drooling in some synthetic drugs. Tristan Thompson, he's ruined.
I think he's still in Cleveland, but he's not playing.
Okay, here we go. Khloe dated James Harden. James Harden, as soon as he dumped her, he's an MVP.
He got rid of her.
Yeah, he got rid of her.
And his career just skyrocketed.
Tristan Thompson, bull. He's rotten. Absolutely rotten. The fans are blaming him for all their losses. Okay, this is who's been Kendall Jenner, Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, yeah.
He plays for a rotten
Now
team.
he's on the trading block.
Yeah.
He was the cornerstone of that team.
Do you know who else?
The Lakers.
Do you know who Khloe used to date in 2016?
I have no idea,
Odell
Jeff.
Beckham Jr.
OBJ?
OBJ. Yeah, he's done. Forget it. Whoever has him in the fantasy
He was
draft,
really good.
Yeah. Who's ever next year, do not draft him. He went to the dark hole.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, he went to the black hole. Miles Austin dated Kim in 2010.
Is he still in the Cowboys?
I have no idea.
I don't think he is.
Oh, Matt Kemp dated Khloe.
Oh, he went off the deep end.
Dude, he is garbage.
He was like the best player in baseball.
The Dodgers just want to get rid of his contract.
Yeah.
Derek Ward dated Khloe too.
Who's that?
An athlete. I don't know who it is. It says Derek. I don't know, but he's
exactly. We don't know who he is.
Reggie Bush, the greatest player of all time, dated Kim for 4 years. Gone. Hey, Chris Humphries, gone. Hey, Scott Disick's not an athlete, but he's a loser. Just think of that. They are the worst.
The only one that was smart enough to get out of there was James Harden. And look now, he's an MVP candidate in the NBA.
Do you know what saved him?
What saved him?
Seriously, and you're gonna say mind blown.
Save me.
I don't think he physically ever touched Khloe. He couldn't because of that beard.
There was some separation.
There was a big separation there, so maybe he didn't get all.
Maybe
the
they're
way.
just pen pals.
Maybe they just, when they kissed, it was no actual like kissing. It was just the beard. So maybe that was like a barrier.
He was saved.
Yeah, that's horrible. And then look at Kanye West. He's a shell of his former self.
It always ends
He like
bad.
talks to himself. He went crazy. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Holy
It goes bad
smokes.
every single time.
These are just athletes. I'm sure there's numerous.
There's probably jacked
those
up guys
Jenner
all over the
girls
place.
date all those. They have all those rapper guys that have tattoos on their faces. They do. They have tattoos on their faces. They've
see that on TMZ?
Yeah, they got bolts in their forehead and stuff.
Is that true, Greg?
He knows I'm
It
right.
is true?
Yes.
They've lost their minds.
They have lost the rappers, and those guys, they always end up looking dirty. They're all dirty looking after they date them. Am I wrong, Greg? Come on, man.
You're right.
Yeah, they are dirty. Those Jenners, and then of course the worst is Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Caitlyn, I am really shocked. We're going on this tirade for a while here because
If we've learned anything, it's run the other way. James Harden was wise, ran the other way, and now look, he's one of the best players in the league.
Do you think we could get Bruce back?
I think he's gone, man.
You really do?
I think he's
I think
gone.
he went to the dark side.
Oh, I bet he can play tennis though. I bet he can beat girls in tennis though. He bet he's really good.
Probably.
In golf,
He's probably a great
he's a
athlete
really
still.
good golfer.
Is he?
He could run the hurdles, I bet, and beat another 70-year-old man.
You probably could.
He could beat a 70-year-old woman for sure, because most of those women have hip dysplasia. I don't think he has hip dysplasia at this time.
Dr. Gorham.
Yeah.
Paging Dr. Gorham.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's go on. I'm sorry.
Are we done? Are we done with the Kardashian curse?
And then let's push it aside.
Okay, I just want to make sure we sever this because we're going to go to Cal Baptist. And again, we don't want to link the Lancers anywhere near the Kardashians because they're doing so well. I know if we even put the Kardashian name in the same sentence as our friends across the freeway,
okay, one more thing.
It could be bad. Okay, one more thing.
They went out with a guy named Tiger. His name
that
is
a rapper?
He's a rapper, and he spells it Tyga. Tyga.
Is he any good, Greg? He's all right.
Forget. Okay,
is he still around? Like, is he still relevant?
He's still relevant.
He's relevant.
Does he have a tattoo on his face?
Nah, he's
and he bolts in his head.
But he has around his body, so.
Oh, it's
He's
just
one of those guys.
All right.
Are you talking like Mike Tyson tattoo, like a big tattoo, like on your forehead, around your eye?
Nah, their body's just like a coloring book. So.
All right, let's go.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you sure? There's no and then?
No, maybe.
Okay, because I want to make sure we make this smooth transition.
All right, we're good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Because if there's anyone out there that's squeaky clean,
dude, we just forgot the biggest one.
Wait, who?
Blake Griffin.
Well,
that's what traded. I mean, that's what started it. But yeah, he got traded out of L.A. He went to Detroit. Have you ever been to Detroit?
It's starting.
Detroit, no offense, Tim Hatch, is the second worst city in America.
So it's starting now.
Oh.
It's all starting to unravel for Blake Griffin.
The world.
If he would,
Get into your Ultima and run.
his Kia or whatever, if he would have just backed off away from the Kardashian or the Jenner or whoever he's going out with,
Des Bryant's going to be traded to Buffalo.
He would. If he would have backed off, I bet you the Clippers would have been a playoff team. I bet you they don't make the playoffs.
They might have made the.
Detroit's not going to make the playoffs. Nobody's going to make the playoffs. Anything that Blake Griffin has put his hand on, they're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay, all right.
The curse. It's like the curse of the Black Pearl. Remember we talked about that? Pirates of the Caribbean. They're all marked. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
Are you really done now?
No, we'll find more.
But we need to keep a very close eye on Blake Griffin, the Clippers, and the Pistons because I have a feeling it's all going to go downhill for all three of those parties involved.
Yes, very much so. Oh my gosh, I'm done.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Get off that website, Jeff. You're only going to make it worse.
I can't.
Jeff's like rubbing his eyes like he can't believe it.
One of them dated Rick Fox. Where's Rick
Fox? Is he still with us?
I don't know. Oh, there's 9. I'm done. I'm retired. Okay, go ahead. I might walk out of here. I'm so upset. Go ahead.
You are pretty upset.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk Cal Baptist basketball.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, he's good. All right, yes, let's talk a little Cal Baptist basketball because they did have a big win last night against Concordia, a team that they lost to just a couple weeks ago, but they were able to bounce back at the new event center on campus. 66-56 was the final score. Not a pretty win, but a win nonetheless. And now they move to 16-4 overall, 9-3 in the Pac West Conference, and they outright rebounded Concordia big time. And I didn't know this. CBU, in terms of NCAA Division II, the 9th best rebounding team in the entire country. They love the glass.
Yeah, they out-rebounded Concordia by 25 yesterday, 47-22. But the CBU had 21 turnovers. So I guess when you out-rebound somebody by 25, you can turn the ball over a few times.
It kind of offsets the other things you might not have done very well.
But both teams shot CBU shot 45%, not very stellar, 35% from beyond the arc. Concordia shot 37% from the field. So it sounds like it was a really ugly game.
Well, I read the press release afterwards, and Rick Croy said, basically, if you can play defense and you can rebound the ball, you're going to give yourself a chance to win. So even if the baskets aren't falling, maybe on the offensive end, it's not the prettiest game you've ever had. But if you can rebound the ball, not give the other team second, third opportunities, and you're going to play good defense, I mean, they held them to, 56 points. You're still going to give yourself a chance to win, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and it just sounds like, it was an ugly game, guys. It got chippy.
Yeah, it did get chippy. Now, Rick Croy was a former head assistant at Concordia.
Yes.
And the head coach over there, I thought they were tight. Wasn't that his mentor? One of his.
Remember, he was an outstanding player. I think it's Kyle Lamont. No, that's a basketball player for Fullerton. The head coach was a basketball player at Stanford, and then Rick Croy was his associate head coach. Apparently, though, it wasn't Rick Croy yelling at them. It was Rick Croy's, one of his assistant coaches was yelling at the staff at Concordia. So yeah, it sounded like it was a good game. I love those kind of games.
And unfortunately, though, we're not going to have this rivalry anymore because Cal Baptist is going Division I.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But I love these. I love when sports takes a page from, well, I'll say NASCAR and like WWE, when you get these other storylines, some drama going into these games. So we're not going to get that anymore unless they meet in the Pac West Conference tournament.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
And I don't ever see Concordia going Division I just because of the size of the school. It's a smaller private college. So, but man, that's been a good rivalry forever. It's going to be sad to see all those rivalries go.
Yeah.
The APUs.
Azusa Pacific.
APU, though, could go Division I. They could.
But you know what? Like UCR, they might throw in 1 or 2 games against a Division II school. So maybe CBU, just to kind of keep that rivalry going. And, in some sense, maybe they'll still schedule APU as like a Division II on the schedule.
The toughest thing is, though, you can't lose to those programs.
You can't.
So you got to actually play, like, if you're going to play a Division II or an NAIA school, it's usually some school that is so far away.
Western New Mexico and UC Merced. And
yeah, I mean, you know you can't lose to them.
Yeah.
And so you're going to play somebody, you're going to pay them to come out and play. Yeah, so.
That's probably why we haven't seen UCR and CBU yet in men's basketball, right?
But I think we will. In fact,
I'm hoping.
We've heard ramblings that it's something in the pipeline.
That would be so fun.
Yes, it would.
I can't wait for that one. So if you're looking at the Pac West Conference standings real quick, Dixie State still on top at 11-2, APU at 11-3, but there's CBU at 9-3. So they all have a couple more games on CBU. So if you just look at the loss column, at least they're only one back at Dixie State. CBU's only one back in first place, so they're right there where they need to be. But again, the postseason conference tournament will be at Cal Baptist University, so they will have the home floor for that. Lancers back in action Saturday night against Notre Dame.
They have 6 home games in a row from last night.
They had like the first 17 games or whatever at home to start the season.
So
13 of 17.
So the last of their actually 8 games now, 5 are at home. The last 3 are on the road. But the last 3 they're playing, they play holy names. They play Dominican, and then they play Fresno Pacific.
Penguins.
So they have a shot here to win their last 8 games, 5 of which are at home.
They're going to do it.
They are going to do it.
They're all mad and fired up after that big win against Concordia. I feel bad for Notre Dame when they come into town Saturday because CBU playing at a high level. All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Jeff, I think the Lakers have just tipped off against the Nets.
Get out of here!
Let's get an update. I bet you they're winning big time.
No Lonzo Ball.
No Lonzo Ball? He's not playing?
No, and Jordan Clarkson probably broke his ankle or something.
Oh, yeah, it's going to get ugly.
They also dated Chandler Parsons. What happened to that guy?
Chandler Parsons?
Yeah, remember he was the guy that was going to get all that money from the Mavericks.
Oh, that's right.
And the Rockets. You remember all that stuff?
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, he seems smarter than that.
And one of the Jenners dated him.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
we lost him.
Yeah, we lost him. He's done.
All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we'll give you a Lakers update. And also our interview with USC basketball star Devin Fleming out of Valley View High School in Moreno Valley. That's coming up. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rant...
So how you guys doing? My name is Coach Ray Bass. We're here at the Boost Performance Center today, and here with the one and only Pep Fernandez, and we're going to go over a real basic vertical jump, all right? We're going to teach you guys the technique and its progression. This is a great drill for really any sports, really emphasizes pure power production through the hips, and power is really important for basically any type of athlete, whether you're a football player, track, soccer, basketball. You know, we all want to be powerful, strong athletes. So we're going to go over that today. All right, so first things first. I'm going to have Jacob go ahead and stand with his feet underneath his hips. So you want to have your toes pointed forward. You want your feet to be about hip width, all right? He's going to have his shoulders flexed, all right, in front of his body. So his arms up in front. Okay, now, the most important part here is what's called a counter movement. And what that is I'm going to throw my shoulders back into extension, all right? I'm going to flex my hips, all right? So the shoulders are going to be flexed, and the hips are going to, the shoulders are going to be extended, and the hips are going to be flexed, all right? And then we follow that up with shoulder flexion and hip extension. It's got to be really fast, all right? So right now, I'm just going to show you the first phase of that. So Jacob, I want you to drop your hips into flexion. I want you to throw your arms back into extension when I say go. Ready? Go. Right there. So come up. That's the most important movement there. So after that, it's the landing, all right? So we want to get as high as we can. As I go up, I want to extend through my hips, through my knees, on my toes pointed up. And when we land, I'm going to land back into that hip flexion, arms extended, and I want to stick the landing, all right? So we're going to go over it now. So now we're going to actually jump here, Jacob. I want to see that counter movement. Go ahead and walk a little bit closer to the hurdle here. We're going to extend on the way up. As we elevate, extend through the hips and the knees. Stick the landing, throw the arms into extension. Here we go, ready? On you.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
This is like our anthem now.
God, I love the Bosstones.
If you'd have told me like 2 weeks ago, like the mighty, mighty Bosstones would be on our show, I'd have been like, dude, you are crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, do you even listen to the Stones?
The Stones. I love it.
So I tweeted at them. If they actually tweet back, it looks like they're not very active on Twitter. But if they tweet back.
They're touring. They're probably in Germany right now. Hey, did I ever tell you my Rolling Stones story?
No.
I have
the
a Rolling
Bosstones?
No.
Oh, if you really want to impress me, I'll give you a Bosstones story.
I have a really good Rolling Stones story if you'd like. I was in Germany playing a little basketball. And the Rolling Stones were, on tour. So I got this tickets to go see them. I'm by myself. I'm like, hey, it can't cost me that much. It was like, I don't know, probably $30 or whatever, American dollars at the time.
You were rich.
I was rich.
Making big
dough,
professional basketball money.
Okay, so I say, I'm going to go. So I go to this show, and it's a big square. It's not like an arena. You know, like an arena, they have seats. It was just flat ground and like a stage, like being at one like Coachella, like that. Isn't that kind of what
Coachella?
that is, Greg? Is that what that? So I'm in this big square, and I'm watching the Rolling Stones, and there's a really good-looking girl standing right next to me. I mean, really, really hot. But there is a language barrier. So a lot of people weren't speaking English.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, I'm a single guy. I got a corn dog in my hand. I did. I had a corn dog, and I'm watching the Rolling Stones. I'm looking at it. I'm chewing on my corn dog. I look over to this young lady. We locked eyes. I locked eyes with her like I'm locking eyes with Greg right now. And all I could think of is I looked at her, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to see what this girl's all about. I look at her, and I say, hey, how you doing? She looked at me like, I don't speak English at all. So the only thing I could say to her was, I looked at her in the eyes, and I went, corn dog?
You did?
That's all I said. And I had a little thing of like mustard. So I was dipping my corn dog in mustard. And I just leaned over and I held out my corn dog to her. I went, corn dog? And she just looked at me and just walked away. So that was not one of my better moments at the Rolling Stones. As Mick Jagger and his lips were dancing all over the stage, I just showed up at a concert by myself and left by myself.
Sadness. Dude.
Yeah, but I at least offered her a bite of my corn dog, which I had a little thing of mustard. I was dipping it in. No joke. No joke. That's Oingo
It always
Boingo.
comes back to food for you.
Oingo Boingo. I didn't score with Ann Akers, the greatest, one of my biggest.
She might be listening right now.
Yeah, she teaches at Ramona.
Yeah, but it got back to her. People are talking about it in the city of Riverside here.
So Ann Akers, Oingo Boingo was not good for me, and the Rolling Stones. Maybe if I go to the Mighty Mighty Bosstones concert, I might get a little more lucky if I bring a corn dog.
Maybe.
But then again, I might fail like I have at the last 2 concerts I've been to.
Shut out.
Carla. I'm trying to think if I think I've taken Carla to a couple concerts. Oh, yeah.
Who? What concert? What musician? Uh-oh.
I took her to see Mariah Carey. Oh, yeah. You guys are all, hey, Mariah Carey has a lot of hits. And I'll be honest with you, I was going because I thought Mariah Carey was smoking hot. Remember the days when Mariah Carey was hot? You're like, wow, she's
Those
really
were
hot.
the days.
So then we show up, and this was recent. We go to the concert, and then this woman comes out and starts singing Mariah Carey songs. And I said, holy cow, who ate Mariah Carey?
Who ate her?
I said, wow, that's not Mariah Carey. That's not her. It was her. And she was huge. She was huge. I know we're probably going to have people going, you can never talk bad about people. Mariah Carey, she could sing like none other. She just was a big shell of herself.
Oh, Jeff.
Sorry. You asked. I had to tell you.
Jeff likes food too, though.
Hey, there was a lot of good food there. I had a drink at the Mariah Carey concert. No joke. It was like a popcorn tub. It was. I said, I would like a drink, please. And they said, would you like the small or the large? I said, a large. It was like $25.
You had a second mortgage on your house.
I grabbed out. It was like I hugged it with one arm as I'm walking out. It was like 58 ounces. It was huge.
Like holding the baby?
It was bigger than a biggest of big gulps. And it was blue. And I was drinking it. I'm like, man, this thing is tasty. And then by the time I walked out of that place, Mariah Carey was skinny. And she was all wiggly looking because that drink was fantastic for $25. It was like a tub, a big popcorn tub of drink.
Do you want an update for the Lakers?
Yes, I do.
So they are taking on the Brooklyn Nets right now. And I'm happy to report in the first quarter, they're up 15-9. But what I notice here, Jeff, is they don't start Kuzma. They don't start Clarkson. Like, why is that? Isn't that your 2 best players on the Lakers?
Yeah.
Here's their starting 5. Lopez, Randall, Ingram, Caldwell Pope, and Hart. Like, what kind of lineup is that? Are they trying to, sink the season? Are they going down with the ship already?
I don't know. Does Caldwell Pope still have to play with that thing around his ankle?
He was like on house arrest or whatever that was.
He had an ankle brace on.
But that's your starting 5. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. Maybe Clarkson's one of those guys that feels he's better off the bench. But Kyle Kuzma, though, just start and play him as much as you want.
Why is he not starting?
He is by far their best player.
He is their best player. Lonzo Ball's not playing, obviously, because he's still injured.
He's got a sore knee.
But I was expecting to see Kuzma and Jordan Clarkson in the starting lineup. Again, they might be more comfortable coming off the bench. I don't know what the situation is, but they're 2 of your top 5 players. You got to have them in there and get considerable minutes.
Well, here's one way you can look at it. What are we close to in the NBA? What is the
trade deadline?
Okay, so if you don't play those guys and you just play the other guys,
do you think there's something up?
I mean, it could be. I mean, if you're playing these other guys, it could be a trade bait to go, hey, look, these guys are playing. You got to show their skill set here in the short amount of time they have before trades. Maybe they're just.
And there's a couple other guys that have been held out because they are on the trading the trade block, that the team knows behind closed doors there's something going on. I'm not saying Jordan Clarkson's going to be traded imminently, but if they're like, you know what? Let's say Atlanta Hawks. There's another team out there. Let's say the Hawks. They want Jordan Clarkson. They might say, hey, can you sit him down while we work out this deal? I know there's some other guys that they'll purposely sit them down. They'll be like, well, that's kind of weird. So-and-so's not in the lineup tonight. Where is he? Well, behind closed doors, there's something going down. There's a deal in the works. So I'm just saying, there's probably nothing to this, but Clarkson and Kuzma not playing is just kind of strange.
Yeah, and you look at the guys that they have. Who are they not going to trade in that starting lineup? And I'll tell you right now, Brook Lopez is not going to get traded. He's on a one-year deal.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. Yeah, but Brook Lopez won't get traded because his contract goes off the books. If you trade for somebody, that means you're going to take on money. So Brook Lopez is here. Brandon Ingram,
so let me ask you this: who's safe? Who's safe on the Lakers?
I think
you're Magic Johnson. You're like, these guys are untouchable. These guys are safe.
Well, you can't get rid of Ball. You can't get rid of Ingram. Because Ingram hasn't played, he's still playing in his first contract.
We're still trying to figure out who he's going to be.
Julius Randle,
gone.
Brandon Ingram stays. Brook Lopez stays. Caldwell Pope.
They just brought him in.
They brought him in. He stays.
Yeah.
He stays. But
Luol Deng's got to be gone.
Luol Deng is
that's a waste. Waste of money.
They're paying him money, but he's not on the roster.
Yeah,
and they're paying him in a crazy amount of money.
Last year they brought in Luol Deng and Timothy Mozgov. Remember that?
Yes. That was
their big additions.
Well, it was 2 years ago with Luol Deng. And then last year, if you recall, I think they were paying him like $18 to $20 million.
He doesn't do anything.
Play. He's not even
probably
on the
dating
roster.
a Kardashian.
Yeah, it's probably exactly what happened. But he's not even active to play, and they're still paying him at least $20 million this year. So that just tells you they're not going to trade him because no one's going to take on that contract. But I think Larry Nance Jr. is expendable because you can get something in return for him. Corey Brewer is not going to get traded. He's at the end of his career. Tyler Ennis, Jordan Clarkson, I think, has a shot to get traded. Everyone else they're role guys. They don't pay him anything. But I think Julius Randle.
Really, if you're looking at the Lakers, the best pieces to trade in terms of value, like guys that other teams might actually want, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, right? I mean, because beyond that, like, who wants to eat those contracts of, let's say, like a Luol Deng?
Yeah, Larry.
Because he's not going to play. I think he's done. He's not going to play again.
No, he's done. Yeah, But I think I do think Larry Nance Jr. has a shot to be traded. I like him too. I think he's a pretty good, serviceable player, but he's a lot like Kyle Kuzma. I think Kuzma's just a little more has a better skill set, but they're the same type of athlete, if that makes sense.
They are. Lakers up 15-11. Leading the Nets. Hey, real quick before we wrap up this segment. So, world famous intern Angel, the Prince of Los Angeles in USC.
The blink that changed the world?
The blink that changed the world for the better. World famous caught up with Devin Fleming at USC. Devin Fleming from Valley View High School.
That's right.
Remember, he was he hit the game-winning basket in the Inland Sports All-Star Classic. I think that was at Citrus Hill High School the year that he did that one.
That first year.
Yeah. So he hit that game-winning basket. So you know what? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from Devin Fleming. He's now at USC. He had a year of junior college basketball, parlayed that into a spot with the USC Trojans, and our own world famous caught up with him. So when we come back, we're going to hear from Devin Fleming, the pride of Valley View High School. When we come back, it's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
On behalf of myself.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
From the Cold Star Ice Studios, it's Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, KUBE, Riverside.
Doesn't it look like I am ready? I am always ready. I have been ready since first call. I am ready. Roll.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Is this your jam?
I love this song.
Guys got all big.
Do you know who sings this?
I have no idea.
Lord.
Who?
Lord.
Lord?
Lord. L-O-R-D-E, Lord.
Is that right, Greg?
Dude, I know
I always
my
ask
stuff.
Greg because sometimes I don't believe
I
half the stuff
surprise
say.
you half the time,
Yeah,
though.
you do.
Yeah, some of the times I do mess with you on purpose and give you some funky stories and mess with you. But the stuff that I do try to prove to you, you go, pull that one out.
Because you get all your sports news from TMZ.
Hey,
Jeff, what's going on?
Whoa, that's
go check out
news.
FoxSports.com or see what's going on. Yeah, okay, I'm going to TMZ. I'll see what's going on.
You don't go to TMZ?
No.
I love
You watch
TMZ.
the TV show?
No, I used to.
Okay.
Now I'm here. I can't watch it.
Sorry to take you away from TMZ. Welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We're here every single day of your life from 3 to 6 p.m. We're brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Ken's Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass, and Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road, CatalanoCars.com. What, Jeff?
I just got a really funny text from our boy John Ramey.
Uh-oh. Can you share it?
Yeah, it's great. It's so funny. Do you remember Larry Eustace?
Yes, Iowa State basketball coach, right? Wait, is it Colorado State?
He's at Colorado State.
Colorado State.
That's who Nevada plays tomorrow.
Okay.
They're under an internal investigation. He shared that with us yesterday.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Do you remember why he got fired when he was at Iowa State?
He was partying with the kids? Was that right? Was he? No, wasn't he going like the fraternity houses and partying with the college kids?
Yeah, he was drinking. Remember, he was with the college co-eds.
Oh yeah, I remember that picture. Yeah,
he just sent me that picture. He said, "Remember." That's what he said.
Never forget. Hashtag never forget.
Yeah, so he gets to hang out with Larry Eustace. Maybe he'll have a beer with him after the game.
How do some guys always land on their feet? Like Larry Eustace was partying with the students at Iowa State.
Of the opposing team.
And
it wasn't even his school. He showed up at a sorority party.
And he's still a head coach
and
out
was
there.
drinking with them. There's pictures right there. And he's drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon of all things.
You know what I mean? Like somehow he landed on his feet.
Unbelievable.
So Nevada plays Colorado State. That's where John Ramey's at. Former voice of UC Riverside, now at Nevada.
Yeah, he sent me that. Oh, John Ramey. He's so funny.
He is funny.
Funny guy. All right.
Speaking of college basketball, we're alluding to that big interview we got with Devin Fleming, thanks to world-famous intern Angel, pride of North High School, now at USC. And Devin Fleming, big-time basketball star out of Valley View High School here in Moreno Valley, now with the USC Trojans. So world-famous intern Angel made his way down to the Galen Center and caught up with Devin Fleming. Quick interview here as he reminisces about his time here in the IE. And I believe, Jeff, we're going to hear this for the first time all of us for the very first time together. But I believe he mentions the Inland Sports All-Star Classic where he had the game winner.
The greatest game in history.
That's what they call it. Right behind the Inland Sports, or the IE All-Star Classic football game, the biggest game in history.
The biggest basketball game.
We should dub it the second biggest game in history. Can we do that?
We can do anything.
Because it's coming back, right?
It is coming back, yes.
The Inland Sports All-Star Classic for basketball is coming back this year, and it's going to be known as the second biggest game in history behind the IE All-Star Classic football game. But here's Devin Fleming, formerly of Valley View High School, and now a big-time player for the USC Trojans.
It's been fulfilling. I get to go to a great school, great education, get to play for a great coach. Love my teammates. The JUCO route, it was tough. It's obviously not what it is at USC, but it makes me be a lot more thankful for the amenities and things we have here at USC. So, yeah, thankful.
Awesome. And obviously, the night you score your first points. Just go a little bit into that. What did that mean to you? And were the guys pretty excited?
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Just caught the ball and nobody stopped ball. So, just took it to the rack. And, yeah, the guys were excited. Like I said, we're like a big family. So, yeah, I'm always happy when they get a bucket. So the roles kind of flip. So it was fun.
His first bucket.
Out of Valley View High School, just scored his first point in a USC Trojans uniform. So pretty cool to catch up with him. So he did go the junior college route first before he ended up at USC.
Yeah, he's a transfer from Mount San Jacinto.
Oh, MSJC?
Yes, MSJC.
MSJC. Mount San Jacinto. And because, Valley View High School, that's practically San Jacinto. It's way out there in Moreno Valley. It's way out there on the 60.
Beyond.
Yeah. So that was Devin Fleming of Valley View High School, now with the USC Trojans and doing some big things. We're excited to see, the rest of his career is just starting. It's just starting to blossom with USC out there. And big thanks again to world-famous intern Angel for hooking it up here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. All right, the next several segments, Jeff, including this one, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. Remember you asked me, like, oh, yeah, I don't know if you can say Super Bowl, what the deal was. So if there's not a contest...
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Because some people are like, oh, you can't say that. It's not associated with the contest. We're not trying to use it as a sponsorship. You know what I mean? There's no advertising link to it. So we, as journalists, can say Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
But if you're like, oh, we're, check out our Super Week coverage brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, then that's why you say Super Week. The Super Week.
The Super
Week.
Week.
It's going to be a Super Week brought to you by Boost Performance Training.
I have this great queso dip brought to you by the Super Bowl.
For the Super Week.
Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl. Hey, have you ever watched the Puppy Bowl? What is that?
Yeah, sometimes we do.
You do?
Yeah.
Because you have daughters.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do on this Super Bowl? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be jumping.
In a jump house.
In a jump house.
In a bounce house. With a slide?
Spider-Man? I don't know. You know what? Let's just say Carla just orders stuff, and I go, yes, there you go. So, yeah, there'll be a big jumper in my backyard. Jillian will be there. Blue and red cake will be there, too. You know why? Spider-Man's
Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to get cancer from this blue and red cake, from the red dye.
Well, if you don't know already, because this is our last chance to talk about this before the Super Bowl 52, but Jeff is having his son's birthday party on Super Bowl Sunday. Like, of all days, like there's 364 other days in the year. You pick the one where they play the Super Bowl, the Patriots and Eagles.
Maybe I should start paying attention when she asks me, hey, do you want to have a party on this day? And instead of just going, yep, all right, yeah. And then instead of thinking of this.
Because you do the same thing, right? Your wife will say, can we do this? Do you want to do that?
Yep.
And you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
hey, sure,
Well, yeah, I got myself into another one of those conundrums.
You did?
Oh, yeah, I haven't told you about this one. You know where I'm going next weekend?
Let me guess.
I told you this, haven't I?
I think I know the answer.
Oh, my gosh. This is one of those things where she goes, hey, we're going to go to Colorado. And I went,
yeah, sure, yeah.
We're going to go just for the weekend. What? I have kids. I have a baby. I have a 5-year-old. Those guys are going to be on an airplane with me for 3 hours. Have you ever traveled with a baby? I've never done this.
That's dangerous.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
I don't want to be that guy that everybody's going, I hate those kids.
No, in fact, on the last trip we took with UC Riverside, I guess it was the one coming back from Montana, the lady behind me had a baby. Like, I would say, maybe like a toddler. The baby was probably about a year old. And that baby was silent. We landed, and I even turned to her and said, wow, you've got the best baby. I could hear her back there, and they were messing around and playing games and keeping her entertained. But that was from the Portland to LAX stretch. So that was like still 2 hours. The best baby in the world. And I even told her, I'm like, man, good job. Good job with that baby, because Jeff, that's going to be tough.
But we're only going for a weekend. I thought maybe...
Is Luke loud?
Huh?
Is Luke loud?
He's one of mine. Of course I hope he's...
Of course he's loud. He's a Gorham. He's a Gorham boy.
Can I just say this, though? We fly, it's like 2 hours, right? 2-hour flight, probably 2.5, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're at 2.5,
We're only there Saturday, Sunday, and come back Monday. So basically 2 days in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
We have to take a taxi from Denver to Steamboat Springs, which is darn near on the border of Montana.
It's that far. I don't know if they border each other, but it sounds far.
I think, yeah. It's really high up.
It like touches Canada.
And it's, oh my gosh, there's so much snow where we're going, and it's 4-hour taxi drive.
So you've got a Super Bowl party this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're flying with all your little kids the next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, your life's a mess the next couple of weeks.
I am not happy. I'm already tired as it is. Next week is I'm going to be in like 10 feet of snow with a wife, kids, and my tennis shoes. I'm going to fall. I'm going to get bruised. I'm going to be throwing snowballs. My wife say, hey, we can go on the snowmobile, because the guys, my friends, are professional snowmobilers. There's no way in heck.
Professional?
Yeah, professional. They
turn pro, huh?
They're pros. They race these things and do tricks. They're like in those extreme. They're X Games guys.
They are?
Yes. I won't get on one of those things.
Won't even try it?
Nope.
It looks pretty fun.
Nope.
But they drive them around like cars, right? They don't even have cars out there. They just drive snowmobiles.
I mean, that's how far out we are. It's crazy.
Well, you can get a sled dog team.
I'm not really
sledding around.
I'll be honest with you, my best buddy lives out there. She's wonderful. We're just going to sit there, and probably she has a hot tub, I think. I'm going to sit in a hot tub.
Can I get a hot tub?
Hot tub! Yeah, I'm not happy about it. So this weekend, next weekend.
There's the banjo for you, Jeff.
The banjo. This is me right here.
Out there in Colorado.
Do you know anything about this movie?
Deliverance? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Have you ever seen this movie?
No.
You've never seen this movie?
I'm not a music buff. I'm not a movie buff. I'm a nerd, man.
You've seen this movie, haven't you? Okay, there's a little homework assignment I want to give you. Ready?
Yes.
The homework assignment is you're going to go home tonight and please watch Deliverance and tell me the person I look at is a really nice man, but after you see Deliverance, you're not going to be so nice.
Don't see it with your daughters.
Yeah, don't watch it with your daughters, and I wouldn't even watch it with your wife. Just look at that guy right there. It tells you something. Do you see the creepy guy right there?
Yeah, the creepy guy. Yes, I do.
You have no idea what you're in store for. Promise me you're going to try to watch it.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
You have to. It's just going to ruin you.
There's two things I'm not going to do this weekend. One is watch Deliverance. Two is go to your Super Bowl party on Sunday.
I'm going to be by myself.
I am
My father-in-law is just saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to the party, and then I'm going to go home and watch the football game.
Oh, so he's going to come and party, and then he's going to take off for the actual game?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. He's got a pretty good plan. And your father-in-law?
Yeah.
I've got new respect for him.
And then the bouncers, do they keep, I've never rented one. Do they keep it overnight?
No, they'll come pick it up.
They will?
Yeah.
Can I get ringworm or MRSA from it?
Yeah, wipe it down.
I'm a little concerned about those things. I'm a germaphobe. You know
just
that.
take your hand sanitizer and just squirt it all over.
Kids just jump around, slide around. I'm very much a germaphobe. You know I don't like it's weird.
No, you are a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Real Howie Mandel over here. Right? You guys both have a bald head.
Please watch Deliverance just for me. I want to see you.
No, I'm not going to watch. If I have any time to watch a movie, it's not going to be Deliverance.
You need to watch it.
I know.
It's a life changer.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we will get to the Super Bowl.
We are.
I promise. I promise we will talk about it. Super Bowl 52 coming up on Sunday.
We haven't talked about anything today.
We will talk about some local Inland Empire connections to Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota between the Eagles and the Patriots when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Grandma there?
No, she's getting her hair done.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Go get yourself a quesadilla. Right? You always bring up the Uncle Rico reference. You love Uncle Rico.
I love Uncle.
What's not to love?
Throw a football over that mountain.
Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico.
Welcome back. You know, it's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, the flagship, holding it down here for the Inland Empire. You know, Jeff. We're talking about Super Bowl 52. It's coming up this Sunday. We're all going to watch it, everyone except for Jeff and people at his party. Are you actually going to have the game on at least on like the TV at your party on Sunday?
Don't you worry about it. You're not even going.
No.
Yeah, I'll have it on.
While you're bouncing in your Spider-Man bounce house, you're going to check on the score at least? Because we got to talk about it on Monday. At least talk about it.
I'll watch it. After we get out of the show here, you know where I'm going to be? Costco. You got to go to Costco.
Loading up, huh?
You got to get those sandwiches. You know those pre-made sandwiches?
I'll say, what's the staple of your Super Bowl party? Because if you're having a Super Bowl party, well, it's not a Super Bowl party. It's a birthday party, but you're going to feed the people, right?
Yeah.
The one person who's going to show up. Don't buy too much at Costco. I know they like to sell in bulk, but you don't need that much.
I'm going to buy a big tray of those. Don't they have pre-made sandwiches?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy those, and then I'm going to get some of those round sandwiches for the kids because they like peanut butter and jelly. They have new Nutella ones.
They do?
You've never had Nutella? How can you have never had Nutella?
No. I've had Nutella. I have had Nutella.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
Because I'm not dairy-free.
Oh, you have had Nutella.
I've had Nutella. I don't really like it, to be honest.
Who did I? Tim Hatch, I don't think's ever had Nutella.
Really?
Yeah, but he's weird. He's never had Nutella.
I don't really like it. Everyone puts
like
it in crepes and all kinds of stuff. Not into it.
Too nutty.
Yeah, too nutty. Kind of like Jeff, too nutty.
So I'm gonna get chips. I'm gonna get some chips. And
don't buy too much. Like if you think, listen, if you're thinking you're gonna buy
don't buy too
for like
much.
a huge party. Listen,
one family-sized chip bag should
Super
do
Bowl
it.
Sunday, I think you only need one bag of chips.
Do I get potato chips? But I shouldn't even invest in dip, should I?
Oh, I don't know. Depends. Does Jillian like dip? She's the only person coming so far.
Oh, and I have the crazy nephew and niece. They're like animals. They're nuts. Yeah, they're nuts.
They're
not listening.
Ruin your house?
Oh, they ruin my house every single day. I come home, there's just like juice stains on the floor.
Let me ask you this. So your son Johnny's having his birthday party, which is a Spider-Man theme, on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Is there any Super Bowl theme to the party as well as it's strictly Spider-Man?
Nope. Nope.
It's all Spider-Man.
No, yeah, it's all. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tell Carla, can you play like Spider-Man cartoons or the movie on the TV?
Oh, that's
during the party.
Trust me, it's all gonna be on there.
Can we get a Spider-Man with the Patriot symbol on?
Yeah,
you guys.
Patriot colors.
Tom Brady as Spider-Man?
Tom Brady, Mo Brady's brother.
Mo Brady's brother, man.
I'm supposed to dress up as Spider-Man too.
Well, you got bits.
You got bits.
Yeah, I seriously.
That's a great.
As you
point,
start
Greg.
itching your elbow,
I know,
too.
like,
Hey,
yeah, I'm all itchy now. You
honestly,
bring that up.
I wonder if we got bed bugs. We stayed in a really nice hotel. It was really nice.
Jeff walked in here into the studio. He's like, I itch, man. I got all these bumps on my arm, and I look down. I'm like,
Hey,
I do too.
Next time, take a black light and go around.
I'm not ever doing that in a hotel
You'll
room.
never
my
stay.
friend.
You'll never stay at another one again.
There's no way, man. No way in heck I'm going in with black light.
But Greg brings up a great point. You might have been bit like a mutant special spider. You're gonna be Spider-Man.
I could just imagine me seriously if I have to.
Bedbug man.
Bed bugs. Yeah.
What's your superpower, bedbug man?
Oh.
You're like I go to sleep like that. Bedbug man.
You
I hit you.
Come on, I'll bite you. But seriously, could you imagine me dressed up like Spider-Man in my physique, like skin tight?
No, what do they call those full body suits, Greg? Or they call like morph suits?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go to like one of the party stores, you get like a morph suit.
Spider-Man, 6'8" Spider-Man with a gut.
Man, Spider-Man really let himself go.
No, it's like if I'm walking behind something and you just see like my upper body, it'll look really good. Like up from my chest up, you go, wow, that guy looks like Spider-Man. And then I'll walk away from the island and then you go, wow, he just ate something. He just ate Spider-Man.
Bedbug man.
Bedbug guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to dress up and I'm going to show up as Spider-Man.
Oh.
Spider-Man ate too much flies.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you have a great party on Sunday. I hope you get to watch the Super Bowl a little bit while you're passing out the dip and blowing out the candles on the cake with Johnny and opening presents and bouncing in the bounce house.
Oh, just stop. I'm looking at the ultimate party.
The Han Solo commercial.
Oh, yeah.
You might miss Han Solo.
I'm not missing that.
Wrong again, Solo.
Ho, ho,
That might be
ho.
singing happy birthday and then it comes up. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna TiVo it. I'm gonna tape it. Is that what they call it now? TiVo or just tape it?
DVR it.
DVR it. That's it. I'll
DVR it.
Yeah. We got a big game though.
Oh, the game!
We haven't talked about.
You wouldn't even
anything.
know about the game because you're getting ready for a party. Again, don't buy too much at Costco. I'm telling you, you're gonna waste your money. You don't want to do that. Don't waste your money.
One bag of chips, one sandwich.
Party of the year.
One sandwich, not
One
a big sandwich, just one sandwich.
Just go to Subway, get 1 foot long.
What's going to happen? You're going to buy less, and then more people are going to show up, and then that's just human nature.
That's right. Hey, I have a whole cow and a whole pig in my garage. I do.
In your garage, that's where you keep them?
Yeah, I really, I do. Yeah, I buy. That's why I buy.
Are they alive? No. Oh, okay. They're in your freezer.
Oh, they're in my freezer.
So if the party's popping off, you'll go get the cow and throw it on the grill.
With the neighbor. The neighbor's in the freezer too.
Uh-oh.
That sounds horrible. No, he's not. Yeah, but no, let's talk football. I don't want to talk about my goofy party
Super Bowl 52 this Sunday in Minnesota. We got some local flavor from the Inland Empire as Kenyon Barner is playing for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he really dodged a bullet, because he could be sitting at home right now as a member of the LA Chargers. Right, Jeff? You interviewed him when he was still with the Chargers right before the season started.
Yeah, that was one of my first interviews as a journalist.
Yeah, it was.
I drove out to Moreno Valley, and they're going, and I'm seriously, there's a bunch of kids over there.
I want to see if I can pull that up because it'd be kind of funny. He's like, "Oh, I'm so proud to be a Charger now." Right?
Yeah, seriously, I'm walking around this park in Moreno Valley, and they say it's Kenyon Barner's camp for a day. So I'm walking around, and I'm going, "Where the heck is this guy? Where's Kenyon Barner?" And I'm walking around. I'm 6'8". I'm walking around these little kids, and there's all these coaches, and they go, "That's Kenyon Barner." And I said, "Where?" They go, "That guy over there." I said, "What do you mean that guy? There's like 6 guys over there." And they go, "That guy. He's like literally like 5 feet tall." And he had yellow shoes on.
Yeah.
And I was
he's
like,
a little guy.
I said, "You guys are pulling my leg. That's not Kenyon Barner." And there he is.
It is Kenyon Barner.
This was the worst interview of all time.
The pride of Notre Dame High School right here in Riverside, playing for the Eagles this Sunday in Super Bowl 52. Just had his name added to the wall of distinction here in Riverside. Can we play a little bit? Here's a little bit.
I don't want to hear my own.
Just a little bit. Here's Jeff and Kenyon Barner just a couple months ago here in Riverside. Or Moval.
In the sports. Fox Sports Radio here with Kenyon Barner.
I'm here with
the newest San Diego Charger.
San Diego.
Notre Dame High School. What does it mean to you here to have this?
Look at those shoes.
Come back to Inland Empire?
That means everything, because this is a city that helped me become who I am. It's a city that helped me get to where I am. So to come back and get back to the community, get back to the kids, it's always important to me.
And do you have any inspiration or anything?
What are you asking him, Jeff?
Players that were in your position just a couple years ago. To get them to attain the goals that you've reached.
And just continue to work, continue to grind. Never let anyone tell you that you can't do something, and never listen to what people say about you.
And last, you're now a Charger training camp in Costa Mesa, close to home. Are you looking for a new, fresh new start after being on the East Coast for so long?
Yeah, I'm excited to be back home, be back on the West Coast, as you can tell.
All right, well, let's stop it because obviously he's not on the West Coast anymore.
Boy, what a rookie.
Chargers let him go. He's signing with the Eagles, and now he's in the Super Bowl, so he really dodged a bullet. But that was – wait, hold on, I'm going to go back. You're like – we're here with Kenyon Barner of the San Diego Chargers. One more time, Greg. Here we go.
Fox Sports Radio here with Kenyon Barner, the newest San Diego Charger, and
he's like, look at his face.
He's like, what?
He's like, who is this guy? We're here with Kenyon Barner of the San Diego Chargers.
You sent me out there. I'm like, I don't want to interview this guy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a giant guy walking around with a phone.
Well, Kenyon Barner of Notre Dame High School right here in Riverside had some big plays for the Eagles. None bigger than this one right here. Let's play this one up, Greg, as he was returning a punt from the Arizona Cardinals. In fact, he was the special teams player of the week that week in the NFC. Here's the call, Kenyon Barner's best play of the year.
Second punt, he booms this one. Kenyon Barner, who was a burner last time, gets up the sideline. Then he's burning again. Can anybody get him?
Yellow!
Barner! Britton Golden finally chased out Kenyon Barner. What a return!
What a return! Barner! Oh, yes. Kenyon Barner representing the Riv, Moval, the entire Inland Empire, as he will be suiting up for the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 52 this Sunday. So he started with the Panthers, played 2 seasons for the Eagles, then he signed with the Chargers, thought he was coming back home to Southern California for the San Diego Chargers, Jeff. And but then he signed with the Eagles, and now the rest is history. He is in the Super Bowl.
And he's a track star, too.
He's fast. He's fast.
Super fast.
Little guy, but super fast.
He has super fast yellow shoes.
All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a break because when we come back, we're going to talk more football. We've got another local connection as we're talking about the Super Bowl here and getting y'all set for Super Sunday coming up between the Eagles and the Patriots. Jeff, just please watch a little bit of the games. When we come back on Monday, we can talk about it. We want to hear about your party, too, and I promise we will.
I don't want to talk about my party.
You don't even want to talk about it?
I have a lot to do in the next couple days. Not happy.
And also, Tom Brady has already won the MVP award in the NFL. And we'll tell you why.
What?
We'll tell you why when we come back.
What?
It's the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't take...
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
Back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
I'm here with Inland Sports on Fox Sports Radio here with Kenyon Barner, the newest San Diego Charger and local legend from Notre Dame High School.
Jeff Gorham, everybody.
Oh, that's so funny.
We kid because we love you.
Oh, whatever.
That was wonderful. Yeah, Kenyon Barner playing for the Eagles this Sunday. Super Bowl 52, the pride of Riverside and also Moreno Valley. Moreno Valley claims him as well,
Yeah,
but he
that's
played
true.
here in Riverside for Notre Dame High School.
Yeah.
One of the all-time leading rushers, but guess who passed him in the all-time list?
Would that be Sir Brandon Rankins?
Saint.
Oh, sorry. Sir.
How dare you? People in the Vatican are going to come after you.
I thought he was from London, England.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Brandon Rankins. Jeez, Jeff.
Hey, we're going to get an interview with Cheryl Miller on Monday.
We are?
We are!
The pride of Riverside Poly High School?
The greatest women's basketball player in the history of basketball.
From the Inland Empire, from Riverside Poly. You're going to ask her about old Reg?
I'm going to
Reggie Miller?
No, but I know her, so I'm going to go up to her and I'm going to go, "Hi, this is Jeff Gorham of the Inland Sports Show. I'm here with
Do you think she
Cheryl
knows?
Miller."
No, honestly, if you're like, "Hey, this is Jeff Gorham."
Oh,
she'll
no,
be like,
yeah.
"Oh, hey, Jeff."
Oh, no, if I walk in the room, she's going to know who I am. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just funny. Whatever, no.
She's going to be there Sunday at your party?
No, I know Cheryl really well. It's just going to be weird interviewing somebody you know. That's like me how do you interview somebody you know really well?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just don't get too professional. Like, "Hey, this is Jeff Gorham. So what do you think about those San Diego Chargers?" Like, "Hey, Cheryl, this is Jeff Gorham from the Inland Sports Show. How's it going?"
Yeah, so I'm going to interview.
Play some one-on-one.
I'd whoop her. She's got no knees. Neither do I, but I could out-rebound her. I'm bigger than she is.
Hey, so remember what day was it? Wednesday when we were at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Yes.
And we were talking about the Cal Poly football team and how we all miss UC Riverside football.
Oh, so much.
You didn't sell that at all. We do miss UCR football,
man,
Jeff.
I miss it so much. When I was 5 years old, it crushed me. I've never been the same.
You haven't.
It's 1975. It still haunts me.
You've been rocked to the core. But anyways, there were some good Highlanders that went on to the NFL. Maybe most notably, at least he's a two-time Super Bowl champion, was the great Dan Buns.
Brother of Ben Buns?
That's a lot of buns.
That's many buns.
Dan Buns, former UC Riverside football player. Star football player who also played for the San Francisco 49ers. He won 2 Super Bowls. In fact, he helped the 49ers win their very first Super Bowl.
Are you sure?
He did. In 82, it was Super Bowl 16. And Dan Buns credited with making one of the biggest plays. It was known as the stop against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Stop?
Super Bowl 16. The year was 1982. Here was the great Dan Buns, former UC Riverside football player, making a huge tackle to stop Cincinnati on the goal line.
11th play in this drive coming up. Anderson will look and throw. Alexander does not get in. Dan Buns is the 49er who hit him at the half-yard line.
Dan Buns.
Dan Buns. I've met Dan Buns several times. Ben Buns I knew really well. He had giant hands, big hands of stone. Big like sausage hands. He was a tough guy. Buns. He was bald guy. Bald brothers.
Yeah,
too.
he was, yeah.
Bald Buns.
Well, Dan Buns, again, former UC Riverside football player, 2-time Super Bowl champion with the San Francisco 49ers. So who will be the champion this Sunday? Patriots or Eagles? Not sure, but it sounds like we know who's the NFL MVP this year, and it sounds like it's Mo Brady's brother.
How do you know this?
You didn't see this?
No, I didn't. It wasn't on TMZ.
So at the if it's not on TMZ, Jeff didn't see it.
No.
Or hear about it.
Okay.
So Tom Brady was doing his press conference for the Super Bowl, and there was a guy standing just off stage, and somehow, some way, somebody snapped a photo and put it on Twitter of a random guy. I think he was with the New England Patriots, somewhere front office kind of guy, maybe media relations, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was standing off to the side, and he had a folder. He was holding it kind of on his hip, and someone zoomed in on it, and it said, Tom Brady acceptance speech NFL MVP award.
Stop it.
They will name the MVP tomorrow. But this picture came out, I believe, yesterday. So they're saying, you know, they're supposed to be like, oh, you know, nobody knows until we announce it. And sounds like Tom Brady, Mo Brady's brother, already got it.
Todd Gurley got duped?
He got duped.
That's bad.
If you believe this picture, like, doesn't look like it was doctored by somebody and thrown on social media. It looks like it's legit. It looks like it was not tampered with, like someone, you know, altered a picture to make it look like it. So not a big deal. Tom Brady's going to be your NFL MVP. I think we all kind of saw it. I know there's some Rams fans that were holding out hope that Todd Gurley might get it. You were one of them, right, Jeff?
He had the best season since Herschel Walker.
Great season as a running back. Running the football, also catching the football from out of the backfield.
Yeah, he deserved it. I'm sorry. You know, Tom Brady's good, but no, Todd Gurley had a better year. Todd Gurley changed. Todd Gurley, the Rams franchise, turned around better than any team in football history, for gosh sake.
Nobody saw that coming.
No, you got to give it to a guy. I'm a little upset if this is true. If this is true, I'm going to show up at your house tomorrow and beat you.
Uh-oh.
Because you told me this. And if you found, I'm depressed. Did you see it, Tom Brady? He's getting a lot of grief. Did you hear why he's getting grief? Because he kissed his son on the lips. I kiss my kids on the lips.
Yeah, I'll say I don't have a problem with that.
I do. I just give my little kids pecks on the lips. Yeah. That's just what I've always done. Am I like Tom Brady?
You and Tom Brady are the same guy.
Yeah! Yeah, he kissed it. There was something, you know, this big thing now is, why would you kiss your son on the lips? It's not like I'm making out with my kid, but I peck my kids.
These liberals.
He's crazy.
Just let him be a dad.
Yeah, I kiss my kids on the lips. I do. I kiss Luke, Johnny, and Connor all on the lips. I don't kiss my wife on the lips.
You and Tom Brady, man, you're the same guy. I can't believe it.
I can throw a
football.
Like the
same person.
I'm telling you, I can throw a football.
So we'll see if that picture is actually accurate. We'll find out tomorrow where the MVP is supposed to be announced, as Tom Brady, Mo Brady's brother, will be the MVP. The other big news, Rob Gronkowski, Gronk, out of concussion protocol. He will play on Sunday, no doubt about that. We kind of saw that on the wall. He's going to play.
Did anybody...
No, he was going to play.
Yeah, of course he's going to play. He was already playing video games in 2 days ago. He played in some Madden championship.
Did he really?
Yes, he's fine. He's probably the guy. He's like a party animal.
He is. He's like a frat boy. He plays football.
Yeah, he's going to play. Don't get that.
He's totally going to play, but officially now out of concussion protocol. So now you can officially say he's good for Sunday. He's been cleared. He'll be out there in uniform for the Patriots.
Now, you and I have to pick a winner. And we got to pick a score.
You're going to have to give me a commercial break. One more.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I've locked myself in my room for 2 nights in a row, crunching numbers, and have all these complicated formulas and equations to come up with the final score because I got to get it right? So I got to get it right.
Dude. Well, yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, but we got to pick a winner. We got to see who is more, ends the football season with a victory.
We'll write it down. We'll bring it back on Monday.
And open it hermetically sealed. It'll be hermetically sealed.
Yeah, because I don't trust you.
Hermetically sealed.
I want you to put it in an envelope, seal it, and not open it. Do we have envelopes around here, Greg? Can we find an envelope? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's write it. We're going to write our Super Bowl picks with the score. Let's not tell each other.
I won't.
Let's do that. Seriously, let's write it down. Put it in an envelope. We'll have Greg do it too. Seal it. And we'll stick it on the wall.
Stick it right. I have push pins right here. We're going to stick it to the wall.
It'll stay here all weekend because I don't think you're going to be here. Greg, you're here on the weekend?
He is here.
Okay, well,
he's here all the time.
I can
He lives here. He lives right underneath this desk.
I can trust this guy.
Why don't you walk to Rebecca's office? She might have an envelope.
Oh,
right now.
Rebecca.
Is she still here? It's Friday. It's 5:48 on a Friday.
Go check out Rebecca.
I trust this guy, Greg. I don't trust you. So he can be here this weekend. That's fine. But we'll post them. We'll stick them on the wall.
Stick them on the wall.
And then when we come back on Monday, we will open them live on the air and see who's most accurate, who is the closest.
You got it. Let's just do it.
Is that good?
That's good. We'll do it.
All right, so we'll do that. We'll write it. We'll go with the envelopes. We'll write it in the break. We'll stick it on the wall.
Stick it on the wall.
And that way it will not move until we come back on Monday. One other quick football note, not exactly Super Bowl related, but Kirk Cousins, where will he end up now that Alex Smith is with the Redskins? Well, Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals have said they want him Von Miller and the Broncos, he's already come out, and Von Miller's like, dude, we need him. We want Kirk Cousins. He would put us over the top. I was thinking, you know what? If he went to the Broncos or the Cardinals, that'd be a lot of Kirk Cousins in our life because he'd be playing against the Chargers, right? If he was with the Broncos,
Yes.
we'd be seeing him twice a year.
Yes.
And then if he was playing with the Cardinals, he'd be playing the Rams twice a year. We'd be getting a lot of Kirk Cousins in our life. He's been stuck on the East Coast. We haven't seen a whole lot of him.
He's going to be playing for the Browns.
He might be.
He could.
He might be the next quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. You're still holding out hope that Eli Manning goes to the Broncos.
How cool would that be?
It would be pretty cool. Another Manning in Denver, right?
That would be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie.
I've talked to some other people that are like, oh, no, he's not leaving the Giants. I don't know. I would love to see him in Denver following Peyton's footsteps. That'd be so funny.
A lot of things happen after that combine. A lot of guys get a little amorous over certain football players, quarterbacks especially. I could see something like that happening. I could see the Giants making a move.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to write down our Super Bowl predictions. We're going to seal them up in an envelope, and we'll get you all set for the Inland Sports Show next week. Greg, one more time from over here, because let's never forget our glorious interview with the great Kenyon Barner.
On Fox Sports Radio here with Kenyon Barner, the newest San Diego Charger and local legend from Notre Dame High School.
We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
How you guys doing? Ray Bass here. We're here at Corona High with the Corona High football program with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's boost training tip, it's all about top end speed. We're talking about the ankling drill. Come check it out. This particular drill is great at teaching us to get our feet off the ground as quickly as possible. All right, so what we're gonna do is Gavin's gonna start with his feet underneath his hips. His toes are gonna be pointing forward. And the goal here is to get as many hits against the ground as possible. He's gonna do a fast high knee. He's gonna have his toes pointed up, get as many hits as he can in a short amount of time. Here we go. So we're gonna go about 5 yards here. Here we go, ready, set, go. Fast down, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up. Now typically when we get over the opposite knee, I like to say fast down just so we don't get robotic with it, but there you have it right there, the ankling drill. Great for top end speed.
You ready to go back out there?
Yeah.
All right, you sure? Can you do this? Rolling with the homies.
Rolling with the homies.
Yeah, let's do it. You ready?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Hold on. Wait for it. Spider-Man party coming at you. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man does whatever a
Jeff and his big birthday party coming up on Sunday. Spider-Man, the ultimate party, and also Super Bowl Sunday. Call me old-fashioned. It's not Super Bowl weekend unless there is a big-time girls basketball middle school tournament at Riverside Poly. Shout out to Robin. She's listening right now.
Yeah.
Big-time hoop action at Riverside Poly High School, Jeff, this weekend. Besides the Super Bowl. So
No,
the Super Bowl and the big tournament, middle school girls basketball at Riverside Poly. Go check it out.
Super Bowl, and then there's the junior high girls basketball tournament.
There's that too.
The Super Bowl's just minor. And then there's the birthday party.
And the birthday party. That's the headliner. Sunday, Jeff's house, be there. Super Bowl Sunday, the ultimate party, Spider-Man style.
Dressing up as Spider-Man.
Playing the role of Spider-Man, Jeff Gorham.
Peter Parker.
Hey, it's been a great show. It's been brought to you by Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. It's in the name, guys. It's Spoiled. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire and still bringing you all of your sporting gear needs. And Letterman's jackets, too. They will bling those out. They'll make them nice and fancy for you. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Check out the new overtime program for the younger athletes. They're going into high school. That would be perfect for them. And they have strength and speed classes. The first one is always absolutely free if you mention Jeff Gorham at the door. And Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. You can buy, trade, and you can finance at Catalano Motors. You've got high expectations when purchasing a vehicle. Let them take care of you at Catalano Motors. Check out CatalanoCars.com. That is the website. All right, next week, we'll talk high school football. Jeff, we got to wrap this up fast. High school football, there's several jobs out there. We kind of know who's getting these jobs, but we can't say it yet. We're going to do it next week, though.
The chaparral guy
Jeremy McCullough stepped down.
Stepped down today. Holy smokes.
High school football coaching jobs are the worst kept secrets, but we're going to break it all down next week. Please join us Monday, 3 o'clock right here for the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland...